3, 2, 1.
Yo, we got your back when you driving to work or driving home. If you on a plane or you at the gym or you home alone, all you gotta do to listen to the shows, turn on your phone. Two Ugly Nerds podcast, tell you what's going on. This is the podcast.
Eric is ugly and would not judge anybody else.
There's no other insult.
When did you learn that you were ugly?
Two Ugly Nerds podcast.
Welcome to the
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two Ugly Nerds podcast, voice of the Black nerd community. Some niggas from the Black nerd community. Whatever, man. I am your host, Derek, the podcast guy. I'm right here. Always joined by Ian Berserk Music, audio engineer / super producer.
What is going on?
Right down there. And now this is gonna be weird, but I think Geronimo, Mr. Nintendo, is down there.
I'm trying to reorder my shit on. It doesn't matter. What's up, y'all?
Good. See, when it's only one person in the middle, I know for a fact I can just point downwards. But since I have to point this way for Ian, and Gerard's at my bottom left, I think I should have to point to my bottom right for Gerard now. And then I'll point to my bottom left for our guest, Patrice, who y'all heard before, returning guest, friend of the
All
show.
up in this thing.
I'm here in
But
person.
y'all can see her face this time.
Right. Sorry for my low quality. I couldn't afford the anti-reflection on my glasses. At the time, I think I could afford it now, but ignore the glare. It's there.
Yes.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Shut up.
Oh, no,
It is a thing.
No, it is. It's definitely.
Wow.
Now enjoy your eyes.
I'm
your
wearing
eyes
glasses
alone.
second grade, bro. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
anti-glare.
Technology.
You need it, bro.
And
It
it's
don't
like,
help
oh,
when people put their brights on in traffic, though. So fuck those people who drive with brights
People
on.
are
When
assholes.
you see other cars coming, turn your brights off, people. It's common
Cars
courtesy.
do it automatically now.
Do that?
Yeah.
technology.
weird.
Brights on, it'll sense a car coming and turn the brights down.
Really? That's nice of them.
Yeah, y'all need that, man, because y'all have no morals apparently.
So you know what you do is you turn your brights on at them.
Yeah, oh, I mean, I do that, but you know,
Right.
there was a time and place where that could get you followed home and shot. So
And then shot,
you
yeah.
have to be a little careful with how you play with people and doing that. in
Catch somebody
certain
on the
areas.
wrong day.
Yeah, I'm saying you're
Mhm.
doing that in the
Some
wrong
folks-
area.
Some folks that just might activate their road rage card. Like, oh, perfect. Now I got a reason to go
Wish
off.
a nigga would flash
Yeah.
their brights at me
Yeah,
tonight.
facts.
Right.
when I
Right.
drive my brights at them. Yeah, no facts, and now you fighting for your life. So yeah, nah, just be careful. Just be careful as you do that. But I've done it before. I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely done it before because I hate
I always make those threats. I'm gonna follow you home, make you watch me as I kill both your kids and your
it.
break your kneecaps. You know, simple things like that. Government, if you're hearing, I don't actually do those things. Please.
None of us do.
Joking.
All jokes
All
here.
right. Let's do this. We're gonna start with an icebreaker. This is the icebreaker. No cheating. No cheating. I know y'all we on Zoom, so I know I can't. Y'all probably got it to where I can't hear your clickety clacks. But here's the game. Who wants to go first? You have to name a video game that starts with every letter of your first name. Ian's is easy because he only got 4 letters, but he got 2 letters that I think are a little tough to get.
He has 2 of the same letters. That's
Yeah.
cheating.
But you
does.
can't use the same. But you can't use the same game for both letters. So he's gotta change it for the second letter.
All y'all
Who was-
have 2 of the same letters in your name.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
all of us.
Yeah, 2 A's. Yeah.
Man.
And I got 2 E's.
I can figure it out.
I got.
think.
What
Who's
is
trying to
it?
go first? Who's trying to go first? I'm gonna pick somebody.
I mean, Ian should go first. If he has 4
I
letters.
don't know if I should go first because I can't even think of the letter. I can't even think of the first one.
Okay.
Come on. Y'all got it. Somebody got one. You want to go first?
I gotta think now. Oh, actually, no. Okay, I have to think about A's.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that shouldn't be hard, but it is. Oh
It is-
no!
it is
I
a
know
little
all the
tougher,
other
especially when it's
letters
on
in
the
my
spot.
name.
I wanted to give y'all a heads up, but I didn't want y'all to go look nothing. So I was like, because it actually hit me out the blue.
Oh, I know. Well, no, one. Okay, I have to think another one.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, man, y'all taking too long, man. Go ahead. Somebody go.
All right, Drago,
just-
Dry, you
I'll
go.
just start.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. My name, Jara. So J, Jade Empire. It's an old game.
Okay.
Ace Attorney. Boom.
Ah!
Okay. Expecting that one.
Okay. Okay.
H is Halo. That was easy. That was
Okay,
the first
yeah,
one I
yeah.
thought of. R is Rayman,
Okay.
and then A. Oh crap.
Mhm.
Come on, Drew. There's an easy one for you.
Anthem.
There you go. Okay, that's fair. That's okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Are we not allowed to use the same games?
No, you can't use the same game now that you're on.
Oh.
Can't use none of the
Damn.
games. Nope.
See, I gave you a
Nope.
chance.
That's why I said who want to go first. You can't
Right.
repeat anything. Come on. Who up next?
Shit.
You can't put no pressure on our guest. You gotta let her go last.
I also
Actually-
have an A as a second
Oh,
letter.
that's true though. You got
I gotta think.
Oh yeah.
And you
This is
got
actually
an
hard for
I.
some reason.
Oh,
I have everyone's letters.
and you have an E. I didn't know, but you have an A. She has all our letters in her name.
I'm thinking games to start with A now. Damn.
Okay, wait, hold.
Come on, in.
If
Come
I
on,
could
come on.
just
Just
figure
go.
out,
Just
if I could
start
just
going.
figure out the eyes, man, I just
start going,
can't
bruh.
think of an eye, but I can only assume that
If I give you an I, can you get the A, the other I, and the N? If I give you an I.
you might be able to jumpstart my brain. If
All
you
right.
can do
So
that.
here's your first I. I'll give you the capital I in yours.
Okay.
Injustice.
Damn.
Ooh.
Injustice is a
okay.
good one.
That's
No.
a great one.
Animal Crossing.
There you go.
Oh man.
I didn't think you were going to after that. You know that was in Patrice's bag. You know Patrice had that one stuck.
Oh, my
I
bad,
ain't
yo.
woke up too.
I know, right? Titan, you're gonna be on internet. You're gonna be famous.
No,
buddy.
everyone loves animals. It's a net game. Let's get it.
Friend Titan.
Yep.
Dang.
Come on, another I. You got it.
I feel like I should be allowed to Google.
No.
Out here, stealing all the shit.
I'm gonna say Incredibles.
That is a
That
game.
counts.
Hey,
Counts.
hey.
It's an
Yes.
incredible game.
License
Even
games
though it starts with the.
Incredibles the game for sure. No one counts Incredibles like the
Incredibles?
title.
No, I won't count that. I'll take that. I'll take that.
And Neo.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's a good choice. Okay. Huh.
Pat Rice.
Good luck.
All right. Let's see. I got P, Persona.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's
A. I don't know another A.
I'll give you an A since I gave Ian the I, and then he stole your A.
All right.
I'll
All
give
right.
you an Apex Legends.
There we go.
Oh, see, I game I don't even play. So, there you go. Apex Legend. All right.
That's what I thought Ian or Gerard was gonna say.
Yeah.
And then
You know,
I mean, Anthem was a good one because that was the first one I thought of. But then
this
then
fresh
he stole Animal Crossing. I was like, damn.
Right. What a
Animal
dick.
Crossing's worse.
let's see.
It's like Ace Attorney and Anthem.
Right. T. I mean, I could have said Phoenix, right? Ace Attorney, but I'm not gonna correct. Actually, no, I'm gonna take that back. P. Pokemon. The fuck?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That I mean, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. P. Pokemon. A. You said what? Apex Legends.
Mhm.
God. T. I actually have to spell my own name out. T.
It's always weird when you have to write
Yeah.
like slowly. You're like, wait, what's next?
Yeah. T.
Um,
Tetris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R. R.
Ooh.
There's so many.
I want to.
Yeah, that's why
I know one immediately, but I can't see.
Yeah.
it. Oh man.
Uh,
They're pretty
R.
popular though.
R.
Just got an announcement.
Darn it. I could have thought this too. I'm now mad and think this R1 easy.
Dun, 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 dun.
R.
It did just get, yeah, Ian's right. It did just get an announcement. Yeah.
Oh. I don't even. I can't even think. It's not. R.
You know who Jill Valentine is?
Oh, Resident Evil. Ha.
That's my one. I'm not doing any more.
I'm not gonna like take up y'all's
That's a
whole
good one.
block. Let's see. R. I.
Oh man.
Oh.
Eyes are tough.
Oh yeah.
Ian, yeah, I
I
know.
don't even know why I didn't think about this.
I know it just
Played
clicked in
this
his
game
brain.
for like.
I know it just clicked in his brain. Thank you.
God damn. What
curious. I
games
don't
do
know.
I
I
I
got?
can tell her,
don't
Ian. You
know.
can give it to her. You can give it to her.
Immortals, Phoenix Rising.
Yeah.
Oh
come on,
yeah.
bro.
Holy crap.
I don't even know that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
the
the
Breath of the
easy
Wild
one
one.
that just
You know
yeah.
another
Yeah,
A
the
one?
Ubisoft game. Yeah.
Right.
I'll say afterwards.
No. I'll do mine. I'll do mine too. I'll do mine after.
Okay.
I'm gonna take forever. I'm sorry. C.
The most popular. Never mind.
Is it? Are you sure it's the most popular?
Think
I
about
don't know
C.
what you're
Yeah.
talking about. C.
Americans love it.
Cars.
America. Whoa, gun.
Cars.
Oh.
Cars is a video
It's
game.
the game you don't like. Yeah. You don't like this game.
I don't like.
It comes out every
America.
year. Americans
Oh,
love it.
Counter Strike.
Well,
Okay,
that
that
game
counts.
also
That counts.
was-
You're right.
I was gonna say Call of Duty, but you know,
Oh. All right.
Americans love it. They're
Count-
over there with the finger guns.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Same thing. CS:GO. Counter Strike.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
E. God damn! I'm never doing this again. What's my name? It's too long compared to all y'all.
Yeah, that really is a fair. Yeah, yours is longer.
I got 7 letters. E. I'm looking at my library right now.
See if you can find a game kit
All right. There's not. Yeah. I don't know a lot of these games.
Right.
for ease.
All my favorite games.
Yeah.
I don't even have those letters.
E's are
Uh,
tough.
one-
There's
one
one
of your-
nobody
one of
said
your-
yet,
one
and
of
I
your
have 2
favorite-
E's in my name.
Oh,
that I have
technically,
to
this
say.
is one.
One of your favorite
I won't
games
say it
does
because I
have
got 2
E in
E's.
it, but it's a series that
Mhm.
usually has a different subtitle at the end of them.
Oh, draw, bro. Come on. I got 2 E's. 2 E's. I gotta do.
Oh, there's
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
sorry.
I got you on that one there. Draw.
And be quiet. I'm gonna drink water.
Oh man, Titan. What's the game that begins with an E?
Another word for
This nigga Ian.
Oh no! Stop it! I can't talk though.
Oh my god, this is hard.
Don't worry, there. I'll give you one if you can't think of one.
It is hard.
grandma
E.
books.
That's be another game.
This nigga
for
Ian
What?
said grandma books. Is that what you just said?
Grandma books.
Yo. Yeah.
You get it.
Over here looking through my.
Because I already know the game, but that's how would you get that?
Oh God! There are
He
many
said
games.
grandma books,
You
bro.
know what? Since I already, I'm gonna look up games to start.
I hope y'all are
Right.
watching. I hope that y'all really know
I'm gonna really push this episode on social
what this
media.
nigga means, man. Because
It's
that's
gonna-
funny.
I can't think of anything that begins with an E. And
Oh man. Oh.
You have to respect these people.
I can't.
I looked up games to start with E, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about a couple of those. I
I
don't
can't.
play those.
Why doesn't my name begin with like a cool letter, like D or B?
You do this through social media.
There are a lot of like. Either-
Ian dropping some instant hints for you. He really is.
I'm not picking up anything he's putting.
I
down.
know, because they're
I'm
not
not.
Well, I'm
really.
glad because
They're
not really
like,
good.
They're
Really
only
bad.
good if you know what he's talking about.
I said it in reference to what I know you like, and then Ian just said a different version of it, and I was like, oh,
I
shit.
promise y'all, we'll be here forever if I
God.
if I just don't
Okay,
skip
okay.
my
I'm gonna
E.
do it. I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna do it, and then then
Okay.
you gonna see the E that they were talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta do D is Dragon Age or Destiny.
Bet.
Or Destiny. Those are the
Nice.
easy ones, right?
Or Dead Space
Then-
or Deus Ex.
Yeah, there's bad
E,
D's.
that letter before E. That one's easy
Wild
mode.
B's, right? E, the first E, EA Sports, NCAA football.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Everybody's like,
that is.
Why not?
I mean,
Why
Yes.
not?
Okay.
That's the name of the game. EA Sports.
that is the name of the game.
Okay. All right. You
Come
got it.
on. Thank you.
You got
R,
it.
Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
And the second E, the E that you missed, Patrice,
Hmm.
Elder Scrolls.
God damn it!
Mhm. That's why I was
Grandma
like,
books.
it's a series of games you play that has a subtitle at the end.
Grandma books, man. Come on,
Grandma books is hilarious.
man. This nigga Ian is an idiot, bro.
I man.
Yeah. And then K is Kingdom Hearts, obviously. Fuck them, but it's
Oh yeah.
I would have said
or
Kingdom.
Killzone.
I would have said Snickers.
Okay.
I
Ian would've said
promise
Kino.
y'all out there, I do in fact play video games. I do. Just clearly not enough with the
We
letter
just forget
E.
We just forget what they start with. It's
I
fun.
do.
It's
I don't
fun.
call Skyrim Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I know, but that's the
I know.
title of it. No one
I
does.
know.
That's
but
the crazy thing about it.
but
No one counts the in names either.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So there we go. That was fun. That was
That
fun,
was
man.
pretty fun.
That
I
was fun.
failed.
He is hard though. I looked it up. The stuff that
He
I
is tough.
forgot
He is
about.
tough.
Was
I
like,
know that because I had to finesse. Those are the same two. I'm not gonna lie. Those same two I just used were the same two I used when Ashley asked me because I had to. I was like, the EA was a technicality.
there was a football game
not the
called
slight.
ESPN NFL 2K5.
Yeah, and I could have done that one as well, but I had to look up to remember that. I looked up video games, so I was like, "This is ridiculous," because Ashley couldn't think of any. She's not like a gamer at all, really. So, yeah, man, it was crazy.
I'm just mad that.
That was a fun.
Oh, Patrice, Epic Mickey. I forgot about that.
Oh
too.
man, there you go, Epic Mickey. That's my E.
There you
All
go.
the
Epic
y'all
Mickey.
have double love in your name. I already have in my name, so I'm like,
Echo the Dolphins.
That's the worst part.
EverQuest. Holy
That
shit.
is a crazy coincidence. What are the somebody do the math on that if you're smart? I mean, I could do it, but
I'm
why?
not doing it. It's a Sunday. I don't
Somebody do
math
the
on
math on
Sundays.
that if you're smart out there. I might do the math on it. What are the odds that four people get in a room, three of those people have a double letter in their name, and one person has every double letter that they have in their name also in their name? I know that sounded mad confusing, but it makes sense. Patrice has one letter in Patrice's name is a double letter in each of ours.
Oh,
Right.
What are
That
the
is
odds
crazy.
of that?
I am
It
the
is
alpha
wild.
and the omega. All
They
y'all's
say
names came
the
from
beginning
me.
and the end.
we
Call me Mother
All
Gaia.
encompassing.
All right.
Mother
I
Patrice.
created all y'all.
Facts, man. Facts.
I am the ultimate.
That
was fun.
That was fun, man. That was fun. I enjoyed that. And coming off that good energy, let's go right into some other great news we got. The Avatar Studios are opening at Nickelodeon is opening a dedicated Avatar studio with the creators, and they are going to be creating basically a big ass extended Avatar universe, movies, TV shows, all types of stuff. They said the first thing coming is a movie. I don't remember exactly when they said that was set. I forgot.
The directors of it are the original creators of the show.
Yes, yeah, the original creators are the original creators are the director of the studios.
The studios, yeah.
Yeah, the
like
studio
the
as a whole. They're
creators.
directing the whole
Yes,
studio.
of a whole, yeah.
The creators
so
are.
knows.
Yeah, they're involved fully. They are in control. It seems like this seems to be the first place where they've actually been given real power. They've been actually given control instead of just a budget to make something.
I'm wondering if this is why they left the.
This is absolutely why.
Absolutely. Like, okay,
when
we're leaving because we're doing something bigger over here.
Yeah, that's literally what they said. No. Yes, yeah, because literally when they said they're leaving the Netflix project last year, they gave like a statement. Because I remember, I'll never forget. This was like in the summer, like June. It was like July. So I remember I saw it and I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, and they pretty much were like, "Yeah, we're leaving the Netflix project because we're looking to, pretty much go into other projects we want to work on ourselves, and whatever you see of Netflix does not reflect on any of our stuff." That's pretty much all they said.
Yeah, because it was a whole the whole direction of the show where they were trying to go with things and the narrative decisions. And like I said, they weren't given any power. They were given these consultant roles and basically these fluff roles. They're like, yeah, you're around the project because we know the fans want to see you around the project, but we're not really listening to you. We're still kind of doing whatever we feel like we want to do that meets what our statistics or analytics say the market wants. So that's what and I think that's really why they left. And then when Nickelodeon really realized the backlash and stuff that Netflix was getting off of this and how people weren't feeling it, and people don't like when the creators get treated poorly, obviously, because they created one of the best series of all time. Yeah, like Nickelodeon was like, oh, and they did the smart thing. They said, oh, we were tripping. Let's just give you a bunch of money and come here and direct it. And you know what? We'll give you your own studio, which they should have done a long time ago. We could have had this years ago, which would have made sense because the fan base has been that demanding for something like this. So this is really good.
We will finally get some prequel content of the older avatars and
give us Avatar Kyoshi.
Yeah, man. Kyoshi for sure.
I need more stories of Avatar 1 and how they learned like the powers we're gonna pass on. Was that my little brother who was telling me that the other day? Something like that. I saw something that was like, how did the second Avatar? I don't know where I read that at, but somebody was like, how did the second Avatar know what to do? Like, how did he, like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an interesting story that we, I don't think we know, at least not that I know of. Juan gets the power, but then it gets passed on to the next person, which makes sense, right? Because Rava's spirit, but how that next person know exactly what to do? Was it just Juan talking to him? Was it Rava? Was it whatever? Who knows? Yeah, man, we can get way more deep stories now. In this universe. I'm excited. And like I was telling y'all earlier, this takes off any pressure and for me, it takes away any of that guilty desire to still watch whatever Netflix puts out if they do still put something out, because it's just like the M. Night Shyamalan movie, right? Like the previews never really looked great for it, if we're being honest with ourselves.
Yeah,
but we were
took
hyped
like
for it. We wanted to watch
10
it.
earthbenders to move a pebble.
Like, and we saw that in the preview.
Never forget.
So when we were just like, huh? But still, like, it's just your natural like intrigue, and we're starved for new Avatar content. So we're like, all right, man, fuck it, let's go watch it. And we go watch that bullshit, and we're just like, yo, this is trash. So now the Netflix, it's basically the same thing, where it's like, yeah, this is trash. The directors aren't involved in it, and that's why I think I was saying this a couple weeks back, like, I wasn't even checking for it. I agree, I wasn't checking for it, but I know myself, I would have guiltily at least checked this out. I would have tried to watch an episode of it or something. But now knowing that the creators have a project somewhere else where they're being backed and it's coming, they're saying animated movie coming at the top of 2022, I think they said. Yeah, like I can wait. Whatever, if Netflix would put that Avatar series out next week, and I wouldn't care. I'd be like, I'm not watching. I'm good. Might cancel Netflix if they do it. Really, I don't need Netflix, to be honest. I've been all right without it. HBO Max, I'm watching Batman Beyond like crazy right now.
That's actually how I am.
Dexter's Laboratory, all the rest of it.
I'm saying, bro, like it's so much I can go back. And you know what's crazy, man? Shout out to Raymond. Y'all remember Raymond? He was on the 100th episode. He had a post on his Instagram. It was like Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that was a tough. And he had some Cartoon Network shows and some Nickelodeon shows, and I wish I had it pulled up so I could tell y'all read it off for y'all. But I had to really like count on my fingers, like, all right, that was a slap. 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 And I was like, okay, I mean, that's a good show, but I didn't really watch it like that. Okay, I can't watch it. And I'm just like counting them on my fingers, like, this is neck and neck is crazy.
It is hard. It is tough.
I don't know. I was a Cartoon Network baby, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a Nickelodeon kid first.
I can respect that, but it depends.
When I got older, I got into Nickelodeon a little more, but Cartoon Network.
It's funny the opposite for me. I got into Cartoon Network a little more as I got older.
I'll read them for you. All right. And on his I'm reading Raymond's Instagram, right? This is on his thing, and his results. 60% people voted for Nickelodeon, 38% voted for Cartoon Network. I voted for Nickelodeon, but it wasn't easy. I just wanted that to be clear. All right. Here's what's on the Cartoon Network side: Dexter's Lab, Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Cow and Chicken, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls, Space Ghost, Foster's Home, Adventure Time, Regular Show, Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy, Steven Universe, Ben 10, Johnny Bravo, Amazing World of Gumball, Chowder, Total Drama Island, Camp Lazlo.
All those besides Camp Lazlo.
They could have done a couple different ones. That's why I love this. I agree. They could have done some different Cartoon Network shows on there that might have turned them up a little more.
Yeah,
that's compared
I didn't
to
watch
Camp
Lazlo.
I watched a couple episodes of it. It wasn't my biggest thing, but really Total Drama Island was hilarious. If you never seen Total Drama Island,
pretty funny.
Watch that shit. That show is funny, bro. I've only seen so stupid. Like,
you heard that they're bringing it back, or like,
they're
in like the original cast.
It's hilarious.
Kind of like we're doing Survivor now. Like, some of the old people are coming back.
Okay.
They're kind of doing which makes sense. It's a different riff on Survivor. So, yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Total Drama Island's hilarious.
Everything on that list was a fucking at least a hit for me. Besides Camp Lazlo.
So it pretty much is, right? But now listen to the Nickelodeon list. All right. Jimmy Neutron, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Danny Phantom, Cat Dog, Rugrats, Invader Zim, Fairly Odd Parents, Rocko's Modern Life, Chalk Zone.
Rudy got the chalk.
Hey Arnold.
Rudy's got the chalk.
Angry Beavers, All Grown Up, Wild Thornberries, Legend of Korra, Rocket Power, Doug, As Told by Ginger, Life as a Teenage Robot, and Real Monsters. There's no
But
bitches.
see-
There's no Camp Lazlo on that list.
But there's Rugrats all grown up though. They're not even the OG
Yeah,
Rugrats. It's
yeah.
all
No,
grown
no,
up.
I didn't say Rugrats. What did I say? Rugrats all grown up.
You said all grown up. Isn't that
I did?
Rugrats?
Oh, it is all. I didn't say all grown up.
Yeah, that's Rugrats.
See, that's
Okay, they have Rugrats and all grown up. You're right. All grown up
All Grown
is
Up was
comparable to
okay.
Camp Lazlo because all grown up isn't as
Yeah.
good. It's not as
Yeah.
good.
I'll be honest. A lot of those Nickelodeon shows I didn't really like. Like
That's a shame.
I really didn't like. I'm not a huge fan of Fairly Odd Parents. I'm not
Okay,
a huge fan
I
of
know that. I knew that.
what was the other one that
They
you
even put SpongeBob on that
Danny
list. That's
Phantom.
Danny
ridiculous.
Phantom, not a huge fan of that one.
Really?
Cat
I like
Dog.
that more than Fairly Odd Parents. You just don't like what's his name? Butch.
I wasn't really a huge fan of Cat Dog either.
Ian said he a Cartoon
Like,
Network.
yeah,
baby.
I
I
was a
get it.
Cartoon
He's
Network
loyal.
fan.
He's
That's
loyal.
true,
I
that's
get
true.
it.
I'm not even about
pretty
loyalty.
even.
It's just
Loyalty,
I'm
bro.
pretty even split between both of them. There's some shows I like more than others.
I'm surprised they didn't
Like-
include like the show, like the Guts and
Yo, them live action.
what was it? Yeah, the live action ones like
Yeah,
Oh, they
Guts,
could have done like
Legend of the
Oh,
Hidden
so yeah.
Temple.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Hidden
saying.
Temple.
Like these lists, if you was really going, like if you was really doing a Cartoon Network versus, and we could do it ourselves.
They didn't
Honestly,
mention all that.
we could do our own versus for a Cartoon Network versus.
Didn't even mention all that. I would have given it
Keenan
out.
Kel.
And that's what I'm
God.
saying.
Alright,
But,
yeah,
but to
they
be
ain't
fair, I
done
think
that.
these are all of these
Look at
are
the Amanda
animated
show.
shows, though.
Come on.
All these are
Mhm.
animated shows. There was no live action.
Oh,
shows.
animated. Okay.
Oh.
Animated.
They,
Did
they didn't specify that, but at least all
did
the
they say
shows are
Ren and
animated.
Stimpy? At least did they say Ren and Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy wasn't on here either. Yeah.
Okay, they tripping
On here,
actually.
yeah. That would have been a good one to throw on here.
They tripping.
I'm saying,
but
but I'm
alright.
telling you, they missed a couple on the list for both sides.
I'm pretty sure people saw Avatar: Last Airbender and SpongeBob and they're like, all right, it's freaking Nickelodeon. Like, come on, man.
I mean, that's
Right.
true.
I
No,
mean,
like
if they
the
had
OGs.
took out Camp Lazlo and put him like Ben 10,
And
No, but-
actually,
it would have won.
hold on a second.
Our Real Monster is pretty forgettable.
SpongeBob wasn't
honestly.
on this list.
Yeah, SpongeBob was not on the list.
Yeah,
and that's
wow.
like,
SpongeBob.
You just
They
said it. and I was like,
handicapped-
wait.
they
I was like, wait,
handicapped
SpongeBob is on
themselves.
this list.
They
Facts.
handicapped
They
themselves.
themselves.
I mean, come on, bro.
That's
Would have been a
SpongeBob
done
is,
deal if they added SpongeBob.
Them first
SpongeBob
few
is that
seasons
crack, man. Come on.
alone is like
come on, bro. SpongeBob, you're not touching SpongeBob. That's goated TV right there.
that's
Like,
the only thing that kept Nickelodeon afloat for like
It
10
did.
fucking years.
it did.
Yeah.
Honestly,
SpongeBob's the ghost. The
SpongeBob and
creators
Avatar.
should be- I hope them niggas are millionaires. Or
yeah,
billionaires.
SpongeBob and Avatar. Yeah.
They should be billionaires. And I hate billionaires, but they should be billionaires for what they did for Nickelodeon, keeping that network alive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They should be. Like, they should be. They probably not because they always fuck creators.
Yeah, during
But
that
they
time.
should be.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Y'all know I've been messing with video editing
Ooh,
and
that's
stuff.
the
So
sun.
I guess now would be the time where Ian gets me a little sound drop of tea boiling, right? You get a sound bite of tea boiling in a pot, like.
All right, I'll make the
All
damn
right,
sound.
and then what I'll
Yes,
do,
stir
and then what I'm gonna do, right?
Comfy.
Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a little teacup come out of the middle of. I look stupid, but on my screen, it's gonna come out the middle of the screen. See it right here, like y'all gonna see it down there. The middle of the screen is gonna come out. Y'all see the vision? All right, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be dope when you see it. Don't worry about it.
Just visualize it, y'all. We're working on
Just come on.
it. Transitions.
All right.
Yeah, use the same song.
In. That's
They'll
not.
come through it. Whoever owns that song.
Nobody
they'll
else
be like,
knows that. Nobody else knows that but you. You know what I'm saying? We just chilling, we vibing. All right.
Yep.
Let me have my bag and stay in it. All right. Pokemon Direct. Or Pokemon Presents. I'm sorry.
mhm.
Sorry. Pokemon Presents.
Pokemon Presents.
Pokemon Presents.
25th anniversary. Yesterday was Pokemon. Well, Saturday, the
Yeah,
past
Saturday.
week,
It's Pokemon Day.
for everyone listening / watching, this past Saturday was Pokemon Day, featuring our favorite Post Malone. I
Oh
guess.
man, all the kids love him.
Apparently.
Adults love him too.
Apparently.
I didn't watch it at all.
I'm gonna watch it after this podcast. I'm gonna just see what they did.
You watched the Post Malone. I did not watch the Post Malone thing.
No, we were all at Patrice watching movies, so I was not looking at internet at all.
Oh, what was wait, hold on. What it was like a special Post Malone concert or something?
Yeah, it was
That
like
commercial is cringy, so I didn't try to watch
yeah,
anything
it's very
with him.
cringy. That's why none of us watched it live or anything. But yeah, he did like he's supposed to be like him doing like I don't know. All I heard was supposed to be him celebrating the Pokemon 25th anniversary with like a concert or something. I don't know what songs he did. I don't know if he did his songs. I don't know if he did like Pokemon covers.
I think he did covers.
Okay.
Hey, I don't need Post Malone singing Pokemon covers
I
ever.
don't.
I am okay with
Nope.
never seeing
I
that.
want to be
Because
the very best.
they have an
No, but it's
album.
gonna sound like way weirder than that. I can't do like the
I don't listen to him,
voice.
so I can't really like imitate his music or ad libs or whatever.
Oh, that's not fair. Ian gets to use his drug of choice in the middle of the podcast.
Wow. The fine grade.
That's funny, right?
It is. It matches the get up.
Ian got on the velvet onesie, and then he put out the wine. Yo, he's trying to get frisky after this pod, boy. He
Oh
about
my
to.
god.
Might have to cut out. Ian might have to cut out mid pod. Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all boys next week, man.
Right.
The bath is bubbling, man. I don't want to get cold, man.
Crystal in there by herself no longer, bro. I gotta get back.
Yeah.
Another half a bottle down. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get. I feel you, bro. Anyway, but we could dive into this, man. This Pokemon Presents. I want to preface this, and y'all saw me respond in the group chat earlier, that I went into this with not just low expectations. I went in with no expectations, negative expectations, if you believe it. I went in basically being like, actually, I literally said, pretty sure I literally said in the chat that there is nothing that I think they can do that would interest me into buying anything Pokemon related this year, or anytime soon again. Sword and Shield was the max, and they would have to make a big jump for me to want to touch Pokemon again. And I just thought I was not going to be interested. And then I heard y'all like chatting, talking in the chat a little bit because I forgot it was even coming. And I started watching. I just stopped watching y'all and I started watching it so I could like get the live reaction for myself. And it started off with we can just go through it, Pokemon Snap and whatnot. But I came out of it on the other side like, well, I got shut up. I got shut up, and I think a lot of people did. And I have to be honest because I give the Pokemon and Game Freak people a lot of grief because I think they be bullshitting a lot of times. But
yeah,
but they did well this year. I think if there was ever a time to do it, it'd be here. I had no faith in them, but they managed to actually up me. So I'm gonna let Gerard get in on Pokemon Snap because I know I'll let Gerard and Patrice talk about Pokemon Snap because I know y'all. Well, I know at least Gerard.
Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the only one of all of us.
Yeah, I will just go ahead and say this. This is the first Pokemon Direct where I'm not like super duper excited. Not to say it wasn't bad. It's not bad. It's just you start with like the nostalgia grab. I didn't have an N64 growing up, so I can't feel that same enjoyment with Pokemon Snap as other people can.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
And then like the later games they've released, one of them is a game in the series that is actually not my favorite.
Right.
So I was just like, good for the people who do like it, but also not for me, and that's fine. Right. But yeah, we'll I guess go through it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that for sure. There's a lot of memes and jokes going around about something.
Yeah, that community showing its ass
I'm
once again.
The internet is hilarious. As long as they're not making fun of you, the internet is great. It's a great place to be. Anyway, Geronimo.
So I mean, yeah. So I pretty much share the same sentiment, Derek. Like I was kind of looking like, oh, let's see what they're gonna do. Honestly, I was looking at like how mad is the Pokemon community gonna be after this. I just was here looking for chaos. I was like, I'm in it because I already kind of set myself to be. I was fully expecting the Diamond and Pearl Gen 4, the DS game remakes, and I like Patrice. I don't care for that generation at all. So whatever they do, I'm just gonna be on the onlook and just being like, yeah, it's a game, all right, and that's it. But yeah, they started the stream with a little, Pokemon. They speaking of nostalgia, they always gotta do the hey, you remember these games you played since you were a kid? Of course I do. I was there. We were all there, whatever. It was cool, but they had like a million hashtags. The very beginning, Red Blue, all the way up to Sword Shield and stuff. And then after that, they showed a new trailer for new Pokemon Snap, which I am one. That was probably one of my favorite of the spin-off games I played back in the day. Y'all know, everyone that listens to watch, y'all know. But yeah, I mean, the stuff they showed that's different from that game, it looks like, at least for all the courses, either there's going to be a day and a night version, and different Pokemon will appear during that. They showed some of the items you'll have, like the apple to kind of lure Pokemon out to do stuff. They don't have a Pester Ball. They have some called the I think something like it makes them glow blue, and I think it's supposed to have like some visual change or effect or whatever.
Yeah, it's like an aura thing.
Yeah, like an aura thing. I think because I think they did that because before they had the pester ball, which is literally just a ball that has like some sort of noxious gas that will annoy or piss off Pokemon and be like,
chuck this item at this Pokemon to make them angry.
Right.
It's
make me out fall off a cliff and go to sleep. Like that's really what it.
Yeah, I remember seeing one where you had to throw the pester ball at like a Charmeleon to make it fall in the lava, and I'm like, that's fucked up.
Oh yeah, there's some fucked up shit. No, the apples do either the pester ball. You have to hit. You throw it. Yeah, so it was pretty wild. They showed you can like take actual pictures, like photo mode. Yeah. So they have like a full photo mode. You can edit them. You can like make little changes. You can change like the filters and all that. You can send them. I think there's like an online thing where you can share it and people can rate pictures. So that's cool. I think that'll build the community behind this game overall. But yeah, it looked good. I even went through the video later afterwards and kind of skimmed through, and there's a good variety of Pokemon from beginning to even most recently that I think everyone will find. They got my boy Flygon in it, so you already know. I saw a Trapinch. I was like, wait a minute, fam. And I saw a Flygon. I was like, yo. So anyway, I'm not gonna pop up on that.
Amen. If they got Flygon,
they do have Flygon. That's why I was like, I feel like I was like noticed.
Snap on a sale, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I was noticed. Like, yeah, Patrice, like they showed your favorite evolution. They had like just straight up Vaporeon there, and I was like, okay, cool. I respect it. I'm a Jolteon person, but Vaporeon is definitely right there.
But y'all remember that y'all used to make fun of me for liking Flareon?
I do.
I still make fun of you.
Okay, that's
for liking.
No, you still.
I am currently doing it. I am still making fun of you.
Remember, like more like, did you forget? Nah.
At the end of the day, it's still Flareon
right now.
Hey man, y'all some haters, man. Flareon the goat, man. Y'all
some
haters, man. Fire gang. Y'all haters, man.
It took 20 years for that thing to win Flare Blitz. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, right.
Man, y'all gotta ease up on my boy Flareon, man. He's out here trying to live, man.
He did to himself.
He needs some kind of love, and I guess Derek has to be the one to do it.
I got it from my boy, man.
There you go. One and
only out here.
But yeah, overall it does. Yeah, and I guess that is the only like problem of the game. It definitely just seems to be appealing to people like me who've said for years, why aren't they making a new Pokemon Snap? They could have made one on the 3DS and used 3D. They could have made one on the Wii U and actually used the gamepad in some unique fashion, but no, because it didn't sell well. So now I'll put money where my mouth is, and it looks good, so I'm excited for it, and I'll be there. And then afterwards, they showed the Diamond and Pearl remakes.
Nice.
What's it called? Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Yeah. Which I would always see that in like the subreddit Our Pokemon. People would be like, "Oh, these are the new titles," and before it was always thought to be a rumor. You're like, why would they call it that? That goes against their naming convention. And I'm like, oh shit, that's actually real.
I mean, unless it was like an actual leak. Besides the leak that happened right before the present, like that same morning, like hours ago. That was crazy.
It was from that same page that did like the Sword and Shield horse Pokemon leaks.
Okay.
I forgot. It's like a Spanish word, and I can't remember it right now.
All Pokemon leaks come from Europe.
Right, pretty much.
Spain, France.
Spanish.
Yeah.
People making a lot of jokes about these remakes, man.
This is where I feel like I am happy that this is not my favorite generation.
Low-key same.
I'm glad. Like the environments look beautiful. They're great. They're so pretty. But the characters, I'm like, why did they choose this style? This is the most highly sought out remake in the whole series for like the longest time. And they're like, we're going to give another team to do this. Someone else can make this. We're not going to focus on this at all.
I mean, I don't think it's inherently a bad. I think that's like overall a good thing because that shows
it's very ambitious.
And it shows one, Game Freak's finally letting someone else handle the remake so they can focus on more ambitious games, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So that's good.
That's my thing is, I get the jokes, and the jokes are funny. Like the jokes are funny. People are making a lot of jokes. The characters do look kind of goofy and all that kind of stuff. And I'm with y'all. Diamond and Pearl are not. I I don't even have like a memory really attached to them at all. Like not really. I remember playing them, but I don't have like anything specific about
I
them.
didn't even
Like,
finish it. I played Platinum like years ago, and I didn't even
yeah,
finish it. Like I got to the Elite Four, and I was like,
See, that's how I feel about
yeah,
I did the
Black 2 and
rare.
White
I
2.
don't feel like playing this thing.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but I think it is good overall for there to be a change in style, for there to just be something different in a Pokemon game, even if we're not all on board with it. Just because it's been kind of the same shit. Even Sword and Shield, it's not that different than what we've had before. Yeah, it's an upgrade for sure, and definitely me, somebody who hadn't played since what, Black and White or X and Y, or which I don't know what came after it first because I'm not.
Those are both Pokemon games.
They are Pokemon games. They are games that Pokemon are in. Somewhere around there, I stopped. I just stopped playing new Pokemon games. I played old games on emulators and stuff, but never played a new game. Can I legally say that? I don't know. Whatever.
You
and
can.
So, am I allowed to say that? Will I get arrested? I don't know.
Emulators are legal.
Oh, good. But does Game Freak know? Anyways,
they're not gonna do nothing unless we like leaking their next game like a month before.
Okay, all right. I'll wait till 2 weeks before then.
So just if you get the Diamond Pro remake information like a month early, just don't post anywhere. Just hold it to yourself.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Pokemon does need something refresh, even if it's a new art style or something like that. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I wasn't a big fan of the generation anyway, so it's not even targeted towards me. If people like it and people play it, then I think it's only positive. Because if the game doesn't do well and
it's going to do well regardless.
I think it will, obviously. But if it somehow doesn't do well, then Game Freak will feel like, well, people want this style of Pokemon game. They don't like this new style. They don't like that art style. Go back to the basic style. And I want them to do new things. I want things to look different. Like that's the whole issue with, we talked about it briefly here with Temtem versus Pokemon and the differences and stuff like that. The Temtem worlds just feel different. Like they just feel the gameplay. It's still a Pokemon loop, but it just feels like a different environment. It just feels a little more ingrained. You feel a little more into the environment on that game versus than you feel in a Pokemon. But Pokemon has the nostalgia and the Pokemon that you want to catch and all that still tied to it. So you keep playing it. There's no Starmies and Temtem. So you can play Pokemon. But yeah, I like the potential of it. Like I like the fact that they did something different, that they like Draw said, they handed it off to somebody else to say, you designed something and we'll go with that. Like we're not going to be overbearing on it. And I think that's only a positive from Game Freak, because that's something that I honestly wasn't confident would ever really happen.
I'm glad it did. Like even though this is not like even though this is my least like gen, like period, I'm glad. Right. We saw how Sword and Shield came out. I mean, those games aren't like the worst games of all time. It's just if you've played so many before that, plus the expectation of first console Pokemon game, or Switch first console, blah blah blah, and I guess their marketing of, hey, we're gonna make these games, blah blah blah, Dynamax, but we're missing like half the Pokemon. What? Huh? And they didn't ever clear it up properly until after launch. So, yeah. But I mean, I guess the thing that gets me interested, it's kind of curious the most about these remakes, because like not even the fact that different companies make them, because you can still be like a different company makes it and you can alley-oop all the assets of what you've done so far, and they can just build with that. They opted to have them make a really faithful, like stylized remake. That's like actually the third gen remakes, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Like if you look at those games, graphically, engine wise, they're very, very similar to Pokemon X and Y. Like it has the first 3D movement, it has that more 3D top down look and everything. Battles look exactly the same. This game, like after 6th gen, after 7th gen, and after Sword and Shield 8th gen, they opted to go back to that traditional, like super old school traditional top down look, and then the environments do still look great. Like there's no free moving camera in some areas and stuff like that. The battles look like Sword and Shield, but the overworld stuff looks like like that.
Yeah, I wonder why they chose the chibi look, because it's not the same people who did the Link's Awakening remake, right?
No, that's Grezzo. They always do like Zelda remakes.
Yeah, so it's just interesting to me to see like why did they do that kind of chibi look.
Mhm.
Like, also, why give them fingers? I think that's just also a weird thing because they literally they're chibi, but they still have fingers. Like, why even go that far to give them fingers?
I don't know. I
They
think
just look weird. They have big hands with big heads.
it's weird because I think because I looked at it and I looked at of course I looked at what other people were saying on Twitter and YouTube and so just out of curiosity, and I think they're because I saw some make like a comparison picture. I think they're really just trying to emulate how the proportions of how the sprites would be if it was 3D, and because they did it side by side, and I was like, okay, I can get like I can kind of see why they did this, but I still feel like the CGI the chibi models clash with the environments. The environments look nice, but it's just like it's an odd choice. Like comparing to like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, those characters on the overworld, they technically have a cheapy-ish look as well. They just weren't like scrunched.
Yeah, they weren't squashed.
Yeah. Like if you compare like they were even more chibi-ish compared to like what they're doing with X and Y. Like the characters were smaller in the overworld, but they didn't look as cheap. Like they they had like the shorter arms and legs and stuff like that for like May and Brendan and what's his name, Wally. Those characters. Wally. Yeah, so it's interesting. I mean,
Wally.
Right.
I just had a memory blast. That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, most stuff I saw. For those that had their expectations checked that love Gen 4, I think they're excited. Like Cam, well, I think Cam is interested. He didn't really say he was like, really hyped to like. I'm guessing he'll get them, but he hasn't really said he would 100%. So whatever, we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the first Pokemon game for me that I'm not getting at launch. I'm not gonna pre-order. I'll wait. Only because, like I said, I wasn't a fan of Gen 4 to begin with, and I'm like, if they are doing like 1-for-1 remake of Gen 4, like just Diamond and Pearl, without putting any mechanics from Platinum into these games, I'm like, I don't see how they could make it better because Platinum, out of all three, was the better game out of that generation. And I'm like, you have to put Platinum mechanics in there because there is just some things in Gen 4 where they're just like, what are you doing? Like, for example, there's only 2 fire types in the whole game of Gen 4. It is the starter, Chimchar, and Ponyta. That is it. No other fire type Pokemon are in that Pokédex. But when it came to Platinum, they opened the Pokédex and actually allowed other Pokemon in. So there were more fire type options. So if you liked fire type Pokemon, Gen 4 was not for you.
For real?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like it. Oh,
yeah. And they even had a fire type trainer.
Puzzle.
Yeah, and they even had a fire type trainer, and he didn't have any fire types because you only had 2.
You're right. Oh,
so it's just like, why would you? And a lot of Pokemon you didn't get until much later in the game, or they didn't evolve until like a higher level.
What? One of the Elite Four dudes was a fire type user.
Yeah.
I remember in Platinum.
He has like the fire afro. Or whatever.
Yeah.
The red afro, sorry. Whatever he
he
looked
did have
weird.
a red afro. He did look weird.
Yeah,
because I remember he had a mag mortar, and that thing fucking bodied me because the special attack was through the roof at the time.
Yeah, like the Pokédex choice for Gen 4 was just really odd because like there is a part where you can get Gibble, I think in the beginning, but Gibble doesn't evolve until Garchomp till like, obviously much later in the game. So then it suffers from that. Or either I think you get Gibble later in the game and you'll probably never get a Garchomp.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll never get a Garchomp because at that time you're like essentially almost done with the game.
Well, actually, one thing that will fix, I just thought of this.
Crazy.
Because the one thing I do remember, because I do like Rotom. Rotom's one of my favorite Pokemon from that gen. Because that gen does bring a lot of cool new Pokemon. It's just the gen, like the story and the main gameplay sucks, or the main game sucks. I remember in Gen 4, and I learned this when I played Platinum. I didn't know this at the time. But like when you change the forms for Rotom into like the the water form or the fire form, he doesn't actually get the typing. It's still like Ghost and Electric. But now I think retroactive or with all the changes since then, you technically can have your third with Rotom be fire and electric. That'll be the best fire type in the game, fam.
Right. But Gen 4 only had 2 fire types, and it's like, why would you do that? And why Ponyta of all Pokemon? Like, come on now. So
For everyone that didn't have blue back in the day, because blue had
What's wrong with
Ponyta.
Ponyta, man? What Ponyta do to y'all?
so many other better fire types than Ponyta.
Oh well,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah. I mean, red came with Growlithe, blue came with Ponyta, and it's like, all right, come on.
All right.
Now I played blue first back then.
I
but
had yellow.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
blue. Damn, blue came with Ponyta.
Yep, that was the version.
Oh, because Growlithe was exclusive
in
to
red.
red.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get it. Oh,
I forgot. What even are the exclusive Pokemon to Diamond and Pearl?
I don't know. That's
Look it up.
don't nobody care about these games, clearly.
they don't because they all
Yo.
online getting mad about the graphics. What? The graphics? So
Let's see.
Yeah.
but I mean, I guess they have to show more. They really didn't show anything. They just showed little parts. Like remember this, remember that, remember that, remember
Oh,
that
God.
statue.
Diamond had way better Pokemon exclusive to it than Pearl.
Oh, God,
I had
really?
Pearl. Yeah. So Diamond, I guess y'all are not gonna know the rest of these Pokemon probably. But Diamond had Seal, Dugong, Scyther, Murkrow,
Oh wow.
Scizor,
Wow, Murkrow's exclusive?
yeah, Scizor, Larvitar, and then of course, it's evolutionary chain, Poochyena and its chain, Aeron and its chain,
Hey!
Gang,
Right.
gang.
Kecleon, Cranidos,
Wow.
Rampardos, Honchkrow, of course, Stunky, my boy Skuntank, and
Wow.
Dialga.
Dang, that did like
That
Skunk
was
Tank,
much better.
Scyther line.
Yeah,
Wait, so Diamond had Aeron and the Larvitar line?
yes.
Holy shit.
And Pearl has the Slowpoke line, Pinsir, Misdreavus, Houndour, Houndoom, Stantler.
I do like Houndoom, but that's not
Stantler
much.
sucks.
Stantler does
Right.
suck.
Spheal, Celio, Walrein, Bagon. Ooh, we have, the Salamence line.
All right, that's one.
But that's
thing
really
they
it.
have.
And then Shieldon.
Hey man, no
Bastion.
Aggron. I don't even want it, bro.
Exactly.
I
Glam
mean,
me out.
Pearl has Houndour line and what did we just say?
Salamence or Bagon.
Salamence, Bagon. That's her Bagon line. Yeah, I mean those two are great, but I can't carry
It's
the
weak.
entire one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had
Dang.
Pearl growing up.
Diamond had Aeron line and Larvitar.
Broken.
Usually they split those up. I think they split those up for Sword and Shield. Anyway,
Look at
man.
Look at Ian as we talk about Pokemon. Hey, y'all look at Ian as we talk about Pokemon. He like, man, fuck
I
off.
almost was like, what do you think? But
No, don't ask me nothing.
Ian like,
I looked at
Goddamn
it, I was
thing.
trash. But I guess we could get into some that might have Ian's interest a little more now. All right.
oh
Last
yeah,
announcement.
the final
Shoot.
thing.
Really curious of Patrice's feelings towards this. I remember we had a conversation about this very idea.
Lord.
And you were not a fan of it.
I remember trying to convince you why this could be a good thing. You were like, no, never want to see progress in the Pokemon universe. I was like, all right, Patrice, whatever you say, I agree. That's fine. I believe you. I'm with you.
This was pre Breath of the Wild days. I never played Breath of the Wild at that time until recent.
Fair enough.
Okay,
Yeah, so
all right.
that's-
That is very important.
My,
to mention.
my only ideas of sandbox and open world were things like Skyrim and Oblivion and things of the sort.
And you didn't want to have to. I get it. I remember that being a big thing. You're just like having these long ass quests and shit for Pokemon or whatever. Like, yeah, I remember that being an issue. This seems like it's not going to be as ending as that. It seems that it's going to be very low level RPG style. I'm sure there'll be quests and like side missions and stuff like that as well. But it doesn't seem like it'll be crazy. You're not gonna.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say the name of the game.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
We're like just talking to each
I'll
other.
slow it
Like,
down.
Talk about it.
Okay.
It's called Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Apparently
Is it
it's
Arceus? Is it
which-
Arceus? I don't know. You guys
the,
are Pokemon.
the commentator said no. The commentator said Arceus, and I've been saying Arceus
Oh.
all these years, and I was like, well, this does
it's
not roll off the tongue.
So it's Arceus.
Arceus.
Let's
Arceus.
just listen to Professor Patrice. She can tell us. how
Yes, she could tell us.
Oh, well, why it's called Arceus or just about the game?
Both. Tell us why.
Hey,
I didn't know why it's called
you got a
Arceus.
why? I didn't know there was
I don't know
I
why
wasn't
was
gonna put
I
that
said it like
expectation
this.
on you, but if you got it, share it for sure.
All right. Well, when I saw the trailer, my mind was blown. I was like, wow, this actually looks really good. Not necessarily a fan of them choosing Dawn and Brandon as their characters. Because I'm just like, if this is supposed to be like ancient Sinnoh, I don't want to see Dawn and Brandon in ancient Sinnoh. You can't tell me that these are their ancestors. Like, no, these are the same exact characters.
I didn't like that.
That's the only
That's
thing.
really
And like, make it original characters, but I do like the fact how they chose the starters. They were completely different. You know, they're not your standard Sinnoh starters. They're, Cyndaquil from Gen 2, Oshawott from Gen 5, and Rowlet from Gen 6 or 7.
All very random Pokemon to put in this game that's based in Gen 4.
That's best. In Gen 4.
I like it. Do some
but I'm like, okay, you're giving some limelight. You know, Pokemon Snap is giving Meganium some attention from Gen 2.
Oh, I completely forgot to mention that.
Yeah, and then
like Meganium, I usually forget.
Everybody. And then this new Pokemon Legends game is giving Cyndaquil, which
oh
no, Patrice, your audio
cut. See if we get you back.
All right, hello?
Yes.
My bad. All right, sorry. Whew, I didn't say anything important, I promise. You can cut that out. Cut that out, Ian. But
Ian can cut out the audio, but it's staying in the video.
There we go.
But I was saying, in case anybody ever realized, when they showed that Cyndaquil, they actually gave Cyndaquil his fire back. The whole thing with Cyndaquil, they butchered my boy, my baby. Cyndaquil, back in the Sprite days, the Sprite eras, he had flames on his back, you know.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then when they transitioned him from 2D to 3D, he didn't have his fire. He was just an animal. And it's like, this is what happened to my fire rodent. What happened to my bomb ass fire cape and my fire mohawk? They got rid of it. But they gave Cyndaquil his flames back for this Pokemon Legends game. And I'm like, oh my God, redemption. Please. I'm excited to play with him.
So it's only one starter, right? It's Cyndaquil, right? Everybody.
All
right, cool. Because I'm not picking Rowlet or Oshawott. To just let y'all know that.
I honestly don't even know the other two.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah.
I'll pick Oshawott because he evolved into a samurai, and if it's all feudal Japan region, then I feel like that's appropriate.
If they actually let him stand on his hind legs. So
they probably will, because he
never did.
I haven't really seen
he's never done it.
He do that in the game.
Yeah, he's only done it in the art.
Stuff.
Yeah, he does it in the anime and the art, but he doesn't do it in the games.
You never know. They have him actually attacking now, so
I don't know. I've never really been the biggest fan of Oshawott's evolution. I do not care about Rowlet at all. Cyndaquil, Typhlosion, man. Come on, bro. Like, come on.
Right.
Quilava.
Quilava has a fucking mohawk made out of fire.
I'm trying to run around open world Pokemon regions with Typhlosion for sure. I really want a Charizard, but I'd take a Typhlosion.
I like Typhlosion's design, but when I chose him in Heart Gold back in college and I learned his move pool is garbage, I was like, I feel like I've been hyped up for the wrong reasons.
You did get the Flareon treatment.
So I slam dunked it into the box and got something better. Treatment. So design wise, of the line, Quilava is my favorite.
It's
cool. Yeah, they kind of made him lamer as time went on. Like you said, Patrice, the flame. I forgot about when he's on now he's just like no flames. He only shows flames in the attacks, but flames at all times is way better.
Now flame on, no longer flame off.
Johnny Storm looking ass. Yeah. But okay, so one, they opened it up very similarly to like Breath of the Wild stuff, the soft piano playing music, the character looking out into the horizon, grass, running, walking. They have a dodge roll. The characters can do a dodge roll into grass. One thing I do like is catching Pokemon is seamless. It's not like battle transition or the battle transition for catching. It's like its own thing. Like they have way more to explain, but yeah, it's like live. It's just there. You just throw it. You see in the distance. Did you catch it? Yes. Did you not? Well, time to figure out and fight it or whatever. So overall, I like seeing this. I didn't see enough for me to be like day one. I'm in there, boy. Like no, not that soon because Game Freak. This is their first time doing this larger scale, different type of game. we gotta see a lot more. Like, why the whole gist that they said was your character is in feudal Sinnoh. Like, why would they mention feudal? They could just said early Sinnoh or whatever. They're making the first Pokedex with like scroll using scrolls or whatever. So I just need to see more, honestly. And it was pretty early. Some parts it did kind of run a little rough.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna have to do like the Switch Pro or something with this game.
Yeah, they're probably gonna. Yeah, now because they said early 2022 is when it's dropping.
Damn, look at Patrice, bro, bringing up shit I didn't have on my list, bro.
I was thinking that this game.
We kind of need the Pro now. We're getting close to needing.
Looks CPU intensive this game.
Because there were some chugs.
Yeah, there was some lagging and even in the gameplay alone. So I was like,
Yeah, I'm not expecting something perfect. This is how
I'm not expecting something perfect either. I just want to see more about the game and
frame drops and all the rest of it.
Sure, I think they'll fix some of that for us. I also just think like when the company does things what people have been asking for, don't get me wrong, you can criticize it. You should criticize it. But if you show that you're willing to, I guess maybe I have too much faith in Game Freak from like, dealing with like, Bungie and stuff like that. But I feel like if you buy the game and we're out there like playing the game and actually experiencing the game and like, hey, this is where you can improve this. This could be better. This could be better. Regardless of how we feel about maybe the overall story of it, but just the game mechanics and how it works, then I feel like, we're more likely to get things like updates and, things to come along to help us, make the game experience better over time. And a game like this is typically going to have more replay value than a game like, like Sword and Shield. After you kind of run through Sword and Shield and get to the story and there's nothing else kind of pushing you forward, unless there's a specific Pokemon you're looking for, you're done. I put the game, once I caught Mewtwo, I put the game down. You know what I mean? Like I was done because I don't think you can catch Mew in Sword and Shield yet. So yeah.
I think you could transfer.
Yeah, you
can transfer him in, but you can't catch him exactly.
Yeah,
so
not in the game.
So I caught Mewtwo, and I was like, I can't catch Mew, which is my all-time favorite Pokemon. So
they always have Mew behind some bullshit. Well, actually, you know what? I guess the only way to get Mew now is if you go out and get that Pokeball that you could get with Let's Go. But that's like, I mean, now it's probably like $20, but even then, you're paying $20 for Mew.
I have one.
I know you do, but you're like a super fan.
Yeah, but you're a super fan. Like, we understand why you have it. I can't.
It's called the Pokeball Plus, sir.
Oh my god. Okay, plus symbol. Now I understand. All right. Okay.
Dr. Patrice, man. Of course you got it.
Yeah, Professor Patrice.
Professor Patrice.
Yeah, I have gotta make like a tree or plant fake last name. Professor Patrice. You want to be like
Patrice Red Oak? Professor Patrice Palm Tree.
Sequoia, Professor Sequoia.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's good. Sequoia is a good name. It's a good name. Professor Patrice.
She's also been on this show.
Hey.
There you go, folks.
Yeah, but yeah, it's promising. I'm definitely interested to learn more about the game. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. That's just the fact that I know something like this exists open, like for me, is exciting because this is what I've been really wanting from Pokemon. And this is what I was hoping Sword and Shield was pushing towards, and obviously it wasn't that. But
an introduction to that.
But it was getting closer, and so yeah, to now see this, I'm happy. Thank you, Pat Rice.
You're most welcome.
So yeah, no, definitely excited to see how this plays out.
I hope there's customization because I don't want to be wearing that outfit the whole entire time.
Oh yeah, I would hope so. Yeah,
I would hope so.
Kind of trash, I'll be honest.
I would hope so. But I think they could do something really cool, man, with like collecting resources and things like that to, craft your own.
Yeah, crafting system.
Crafting your own stuff. Like I'm thinking like
they'll make you craft your own Pokeballs. Is that...
Even that could be cool, crafting different. Because I do think there's going to be something more to catching Pokemon than just seeing a Pokemon and throwing a ball, like it kind of showed. Because if you read the description, I was actually just on the website. It talks about having to kind of like, so you see a Pokemon, but you kind of have to like study it and figure out like how it interacts with the world to figure out what the best way to try to catch it would be. Like if you need to lure it, like I guess kind of similar like Pokemon Snap, where you can kind of lure it with some food or with different, items or whatever in order to get it into a spot where you can catch it. So I feel like it's gonna be a meta to catching Pokemon. It's not just gonna be, oh, there's a random legendary sitting around, just throw a ball and catch it. Like, I don't think it'll be that. I think there's gonna be you're gonna have to do some groundwork to be able to catch the Pokemon. Make sure you're using the right Pokeball. Make sure you're using the right stuff like that. Like, there's stuff there, man. I think
is there gonna be aim assist involved in throwing the balls at these Pokemon?
Ain't no aim assist.
And
you can only throw them with motion controls.
Hell no. Hey, that'd be interesting.
Hey, I'll do it. I'd see what it was like.
Yeah, because actually, like, going back to like the Pokeball, they actually showed, if you go to like Cerebi.net or PokeJungle.whatever, they actually show like the actual new Pokeball, and what I thought was it being made out of what the game calls apricorns, which is like in Gen 2, you would collect apricorns and give them to Kurt, and he would make Pokeballs based on them. It's actually made out of wood. It's wood and metal.
Yeah, it's wooden.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh shit, like, what if you actually make your own Pokeballs? Because like, it's made out of wood, and it has like a button on the top that releases steam. So I guess it's a steam powered Pokeball. And that's how, right? It's a steampunk Pokemon.
that's
steampunk Pokemon.
That's what I'm looking for, interesting stuff like that in this game. That's cool to me. I'm down.
And I'm really wondering how they're gonna tie Arceus in it, because technically we didn't get him in game. In Gen 4, we were supposed to have an event to get him, but they took that event out, so we never got him in the world until like the more recent gens, where you can like transfer him over from like Pokemon Go or whatever. So he's actually gonna have, like, you can't just have the god of Pokemon in your fucking Pokedex and then not do anything with it, because it's like, why is he here in Gen 4? Why is he not like the absolute last Pokemon ever? He's like in the middle of all the series. So I'm hoping that Arceus actually has like an important role in this story.
He's in the title, right?
Right.
You can meet God, the Pokemon.
God, the Pokemon.
God, am I doing what making a Pokedex is right? Wrong. And the game ends.
Right.
Gen 9 coming soon.
Stop trying to catch them all. All the people.
Let them be free.
Oh, and I wonder, I'm not sure if you remember, but back in Gen 4, there was a city called Canalave City, and there was a library, and in that library, there were books that told you about like how Pokemon were in like ancient times or feudal era. So I'm like, shit, what if we're actually gonna see the stuff from those books in this game? Because for some reason it's Sinnoh.
I hope that this can encourage them to do more of those from the other ones, because I remember some of the books from in Kanto or Cinnabar Island, and like some of the stories and stuff you read. One of those, if Ian don't know, it's on. Well, he should know this because I remember tagging him. But they mentioned Guyana. They mentioned
That's where Mew's from. Yeah, Mew's from there.
Mew's from yeah, that's what it is.
Mew's from Guyana.
Guyana.
Oh God! Oh,
now you're a Digimon fan.
Now you're telling me right now that
you're a Digimon fan.
Pokemon.
You're a Digimon fan. Now you're a Digimon fan. Hey, don't let him.
Mew is from Guyana.
Don't let him do this. Don't let him do this. Don't let him do this. He is a Digimon.
I can't believe this.
He's a Digimon.
Every person with Guyanese heritage, if they need that Pokemon.
Oh man, they should just give me one off the strength then. God damn.
You should be on the Guyanese flag, bro.
Wow, that's crazy. That'd be
Right
great.
in the middle. Gang.
Oh man, I need to get a flag with the Mew on it. That'd be interesting.
They can do more stuff like that with those little stories that you get in little pieces of text throughout the game sometimes. Sometimes those are my favorite pieces of the game, those random little things you can read, and like those random little things that are not really central to the story you're necessarily playing right there, but they're like just cool little pieces of information you get while playing the game.
What's the Costa Rican Pokemon?
Ain't no Costa Rican.
Not yet. I can't believe Mew is really from Guyana.
Yo, you see how tough niggas get with it? 30 seconds ago. 30 seconds. Yo, I just want y'all to rewind this, right? 2 minutes ago, Ian was just sitting there still like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, oh, he's from Guyana.
Just stand up in the chair.
Oh, I love Pokemon.
It's time for the one, man. What's the Jamaican Pokemon? What's that?
Is there?
Yo,
No.
if there's a Jamaican Pokemon, they probably would have made it racist. So let's.
And they
just be
probably
glad there's
would've.
not a Jamaican Pokemon.
It'd probably be
That
a
is
lizard,
With a ganja.
right?
funny. Facts.
It'd be a red, yellow, and green lizard or some sort. This would be a grass type. It's gonna have the weed pattern on its body. I hate you.
Doug. Oh my god. Oh, yo, you know what's crazy? That'd be so racist, but it'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh man, if they really put a grass type Pokemon with a fucking blunt in his mouth. Well, I mean, they already tried us with Scraggly, right? They already tried the black community.
They
with
really
Scraggly.
Not even. You got
They did.
Scraggly, and even though I love Whimsicott to death, Whimsicott is racist. It's a racist ass looking Pokemon. It is a brown.
cotton ball.
It's a cotton
Yeah.
ball, but it's brown.
Oh yeah.
I've been yelling for the top of the mountain.
Really
Which
pushing
is why I want Jinx to be deleted from all the games. I don't care. Game was like, oh, our battle change your face purple. Nah.
Yeah,
Y'all
why-
started
yeah,
with
why-
the black face, the pink lips, the
Yeah.
blonde hair. I don't care if it's oh, it's the culture. What? No, you releasing the game everywhere. You gotta think about everyone's feelings and everything. So
That is kind of wild, bro. The cotton ball does evolve into a black Pokemon. yo, these niggas at Game Freak getting this shit off.
Yeah, you got Ludicolo, the racist Mexican Pokemon, the Mexican pineapple. He has a sombrero and he dances
Yeah.
wearing a poncho. He's a duck pineapple.
Yo, are we allowed to play Pokemon?
don't.
I just want to know. Should I cut this all out?
Oh,
of the podcast? Are we allowed to play? Like, I don't.
Is it a culturally appropriate thing to do?
Yo, this game is wild. I've never paid attention to this.
Right, and then you
Because
got
I've never thought
Scraggly.
of Cottonlee before.
Scraggy, the hoodlum Pokemon, but the
Right, the hoodlum,
Nah,
and he evolved
that's
into Scrafty.
that's
with
what-
a
that's what
hood
got me.
from his skin. Like,
That's
Don't
what
forget the
got me
saggy
tripping.
pants.
don't forget
The
the
saggy pants. Yeah, I
pants.
saw that.
He's
Scraggly
really
is
good.
what
He's a
killed me.
Darkin fighting type. He's really strong. You sucker punch.
Moxie on their ass.
I bet I can learn thief.
Scraggly, you shake.
Man.
All right.
Use pistol whip.
Hey, sucker punch could just make a gun instead of the little swipe animation. That's a pistol whip right there.
That is wild, man. That is
Square up.
fucking wild.
Square up the Pokemon. I'm making another scratch. I'm gonna just name it Square Up. That's all I'm gonna do.
Square.
Square up.
In all caps. Oh man. But yeah.
I'm just gonna read this for Ian, just so that he can. If you Google Guyanese Pokemon, it will literally come. It will literally come up.
There's a
and
whole-
say-
Wait,
it will literally
I have
come
to-
up and say Guyana Pokemon, and it says Guyana is a location in South America in the Pokemon world. It is known to be the habitat of Mew. It is based on the real world location.
Yeah.
Guyana is
Oh my
canon
God. I
never
in
knew that
the
was
Pokemon
Guyana.
universe.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
Guyana is a
I've
real
never
place
known
in the
this.
Pokemon universe, along with Kanto and Johto and all the
Mhm.
regions. Guyana is a real place in the Pokemon universe.
Yo, what if they make it like in the game? Yo, come on.
I'm surprised y'all didn't get any I don't know.
I didn't recall
I knew
them saying
that, but
was
it's
Guyana.
all clicking back to me because I remember reading it.
How are you gonna sit on this information and not tell me, bro?
You know what's crazy?
No, and you know what? And you know, no. That's now. Ian is lying. The reason I remember this is because I posted it on Facebook, but Ian deleted Facebook, so he doesn't have it anymore, so he won't see it. But I will, when it pops up on my memories again, I will find it, or I might be able to just go back and look. I took a screenshot of me reading that part where it said Guyana, and I tagged you in it on Facebook. I promise you that. I've definitely told you this before. You just a Digimon fan, didn't care. I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find that post on Facebook.
I can't believe this. Mew is Guyanese.
Mew is Guyanese.
Think like curry and everything, man.
And I'm saying, bro, he be down road with y'all, bro. He
That
be at
needs
the-
to be the
at
title
the
of this
fence.
episode. The talent like
Oh
is
my
Guyanese.
God,
and
I can't
don't
believe
know.
this. This is crazy.
Or you start getting Mew everything,
Yeah.
right?
Ian,
You
Ian,
Hey,
you
man.
get Mew stuff
No,
for
I
his
have to.
child.
look at Ian. Look what Ian.
I'm gonna give me a little
The wiki
Mew
says
pop figure and
the wiki says Pokemon. The Bulbapedia says Pokemon found in Guyana. Butterfree, Mankey, Mew.
Hey man. Hey man.
That
City,
Mankey one
City
is
of
a-
Gold,
that's a
man.
little bit,
What am I gonna say?
They said Mankeys are found in Guyana too. That's a little bit on the line, but all right.
Monkey Pig. But yeah, you're right.
I mean, they got pigs and monkeys there, right? So why not both
They do
Why
have
not
pigs and
both?
monkeys there.
at the same time?
That's true. I'm gonna find this post, Ian. I'm gonna find it because you see how Ian tried to play me like, oh, you ain't telling me you was sitting on this information. No, all right.
You know, it does sound familiar now.
I know. All of a sudden, it sounds real familiar. I feel you. Yeah, no.
That's
I,
Gee, all of a sudden sound real familiar.
I feel you.
I'm recollecting my memories.
My memories is all coming back now. Nah.
No.
Maybe you had said something about this before. Yeah, no, I know.
I wonder, is there a Pokemon
I went through
from
this whole
Jamaica?
phase of just posting Pokemon.
Is it now? I gotta know. Is there a Jamaican Pokemon?
No, don't even look it up. It's all shameful. It's all shameful. Delete from my history. Ah. Dang. Dean. My feels.
Nope.
Oh Jesus. Okay, yeah.
Well, now I have
Fully
to
understanding.
I feel like I'm gonna have to like post some of the pictures into the
Why?
video so that
Why
people can
Pikachu?
see. Pikachu's Jamaican?
No,
Oh,
don't look it up. No.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking
No.
it up.
No, I've seen Pikachu. I've seen Pikachu drawn with like the I don't know what the actual hat's called, but the big cat.
A Tam. Tam.
It's called a Tam.
Tam,
Yo.
yeah.
All right, cool. He's wearing a Tam, and and I was like, wait a minute, what are they trying to say here?
What is this? Why does this exist?
Racistness.
It looked like black people did it, bro.
Still.
Like black people did it
All right.
themselves.
Well,
That's
I
funny.
guess to bring it back though,
Yeah, facts.
overall, Pokemon Presents was
It was all right.
better than expected. I think for most people, except for crazy
Sure.
fans that tweet at Nintendo and Pokemon about how Gen 4 looks bad to them. Oh well.
I would say, as a not fan of all the stuff that came out just because of nostalgia's sake and whatever, I give it a solid, I don't know, maybe an 8 out of 10. I'm happy for the people who actually wanted it, wanted the Gen 4 remakes, and I'm happy that they're trying something completely new. So I'm like, good for y'all. 8 out of 10. Maybe 7.5. I don't know. But
Yeah,
I would say it's solid.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
7.5, 8 range. Yeah, that was
We end up going to Guyana and might just get
I
a 10
mean-
off. It.
Yeah.
The next open world game in Guyana, I'm in.
They show Mew.
Love Game
I
3.
bet.
Put me in the game.
Right.
You're gonna be in Guyana. I know where that is.
If I make a left right here, I'm in Georgetown.
Imagine Ian playing a Pokemon game like it's Assassin's Creed.
Right.
Look at where the park's at. I know.
Look at all the pictures where they find Mew in Guyana. Be like, I know where that is. I know that place.
Yep,
I've been
I
there
know that
before.
place.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
It is wild.
Cool. Patrice, I know Gerard said you need to go by 12.
I do.
So I know I don't want to hold you up as we kind of move into some other stuff.
Trust me, I'd rather be here than have to leave. But I gotta go.
Oh, look at that.
I gotta go.
Okay. Well, yep. Pat Rice, thank you so much for hopping on with us and sharing
No
your opinions on
problem.
everything.
Thanks for-
We love you so
yeah,
much.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank you.
Of course.
Always.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. That's true. As the Alpha and Omega, thank you for allowing us to be here.
You're
Right.
welcome. Don't forget that, okay? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, bye y'all.
Thanks, Pat Rice.
All right, peace.
Okay. All right, guys.
And there were 3
And
again.
then we're back to the three nerds.
Three Stooges.
Three-
Oh, yeah, I
three
see
again.
I see the 1080p now. I see it.
As soon as Patrice left, just by default, just so all the quality just okay. All the quality just went up there.
He said, "Oh shit!" He's a tad over there.
I see that nigga follicles in this bitch.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, man. You know, got a nice little camera lens on there. You know, trying to be like y'all. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right. We finished Pokemon Presents. We can just kind of blast through the rest of it. Let's just get through State of Play, bro. Let's get through State of Play and Destiny, and then we can let Ian do his
Yep.
Okay. Sony State of Play. All right. Overall, the internet reacted pretty poorly to it, right? It wasn't. They didn't get great reviews. A lot of people want to see more. I'm sure people were expecting to see more God of War, maybe like Horizon. But they kind of told us that this was going to be.
There was no Ratchet and Clank either.
And they didn't show Ratchet.
Oh, you know what?
That was the biggest surprise. Like, yeah,
that was weird. I did think they were going to show Ratchet and Clank. So that I will say was weird. But other than that,
when is that dropping?
I wasn't too surprised.
June 11th.
No, June. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think I don't know what people expected. The first directs of the year are pretty much always like this. They pretty much show games from.
They said it'll be just more information on current, like already announced PS4 and PS5 games. Right. That's literally what they said. And I mean, sure, Ratchet and Clank is already announced. Horizon is already announced.
Mm-hmm.
God of War technically is already announced. So
kind of a general broad.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting them to see anything like this, and especially like when it comes to stuff like this, the internet age we live in with leaks and everything, we would have had rumors, we'd have had some screenshots somewhere, Reddit would have had something if there was really one of these were coming out in here. We would have seen something. We always see something, even if it's not perfect, even if it's not exactly what it ends up being in the full version of it. We see something. We saw absolutely nothing for any of those games. I don't know why anybody expected to see anything. Specific to those games. I wasn't. I kind of went into this, like I just said about Pokemon, with pretty low expectations, and they weren't exceeded, but I also wasn't let down. It just showed me what was there. So yeah, I mean, is that kind of how y'all felt? That's how kind of y'all went into?
I mean, I went into it just kind of thinking, all right, so stuff we already know. I felt the stuff I kind of felt we're gonna see. I felt like we're gonna see Returnal again. Because I need to talk about that more. I was hoping we'll see Kenna Bridge of Spirits and they'll put a release date on it. And I felt like they'll talk about Deathloop again because that's coming out in May. And that's not, I mean, that's Bethesda and they have it for at least a year exclusive. But everything else was just like, okay. So I mean, I did some quick and dirty notes on it, but I'm not trying to spend too much time on it. They opened Crash 4, PS5 version. Okay. I mean, they announced like a week ago, but I guess it's good to show it for real. They said DualSense controls and all that, so that's neat. March 12th, they show the Returnal trailer again. I don't know. I've mentioned it before you start recording, but that game actually does look kind of dope to me. But it's a new IP and $70. They gotta do a lot more convincing, and maybe their people with reviews will carry that to push people to go buy it. But that game looks good.
That game feels like Hades.
It is like
that one and the other one was the what was it called? Sifu.
Oh yeah. Sifu. Yeah. Sifu looked cool. See, that was actually the only new thing they showed here. Technically, yeah. But Returnal, they pretty much said it. It's funny because they're like, you go through an area, you play as blah blah, and you have to kill various enemies. But if you die, you'll be reborn. Everything is changed. And I'm like, just say it's a roguelike, bro. Just say that.
nah, fam. It's like this though. I'm explaining it in more words.
It's a randomized, immersive, third-person shooter action game. Okay.
Yeah. But no, that sounds dope. You just say that. Yeah. You just said that. Now
to me, it's AAA roguelike. To me, it's just AAA roguelike because most roguelikes are indies. Cool. Oh yeah, it looks true. Good.
I think it'll be cool. I just think it will. I just think they need to do more convincing on the price, like you said. Just convince us on the price. I don't know if it's $70 worth, but it does look cool. Like you said, it looks like you said it's Hades.
Did that get a release date?
It was supposed to come out.
Delayed to April 30th.
Yes, it got delayed April 30th. I think it got like a 2-month delay, which is whatever.
I don't think anybody's crying about it.
No, that's fine. You don't want any cyberpunks out here. Yeah. So April 30th, they show a little bit of the story. So there's definitely gonna be like a first person like story aspect of it. That's interesting. Giving some Resident Evil 7 vibes. And they showed Knockout City again, that quirky game that was in the Nintendo Direct last week. I mentioned the last episode, but they actually did a 10 times better job explaining what the hell this game is here.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have no stupid, goofy CG trailer. They actually were like, it's how you play the dodgeball game. And they announced a cross-play beta in April, so I'm gonna be playing that. I'll be streaming it again, early April. I think it's like first April weekend, so like a month, roughly a month.
I'm up in there with you. It looks interesting to me.
Yeah, if it has a Switch one, I'm gonna see if I can try it.
Oh, if it's on Switch, then yeah, I'll definitely try.
It's gonna be on everything. It's full crossplay.
Okay. I just didn't know it was coming to Switch, but yeah, I'll definitely get it.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
you played this on Switch first, didn't you?
No. So they announced this game last week in the Nintendo Direct, but then after that, if you don't like their social, they say it's coming out everywhere. They just announced it first in Nintendo Direct.
You played the beta on Switch though.
It was on PC only.
It was on
That's
PC.
The thing.
That's what it was. Okay, gotcha.
They didn't really talk about it that well. They didn't really promote it that well because like it was such an. I mean, it's a Nintendo centric thing. I'm not gonna say also coming to Xbox on that. It should say this is coming to our platform. But I was like, that looks interesting. So I looked and found their page on Twitter, and they're like, "Hey, we're doing a PC beta this weekend." I was like, "Well, shit, you should have said that." But I get it because Nintendo stuff. But yeah, the game is fun. The game is fun,
and it's only $20.
Only $20. So I'll probably just drop 20, even if it dies in a month. I'm not gonna feel too bad about it.
I was gonna ask if it was free to play.
So it could be, and it probably will turn into free to play at some point. $20 is probably just let's see what we can get for it.
Yeah. And they say there's
$20 is that number where it's like I'll give them 20 if you're genuinely interested in this style game and like this like a dodgeball style game. If you are, I could see somebody giving you $20 for it and saying
it's 3v3. It's 3v3 game.
And it's 3v3 instead of like
game
6v6 and or mass.
5v5 or whatever. At least
I could see it expanding to that though.
I think
eventually they will try to encompass.
I think it has put I think as far as from what I played from the demo, the PC demo a couple weeks back, it definitely has potential. It definitely can be fun. I like how you can you can throw the ball and you can do like a hook throw or like a lob throw. You can press a button to fake out your throw, just like in dodgeball, growing up or whatever. You can fake people out and you can throw it.
The fake out was interesting.
It is, and if you throw, you can catch it. Or you can deflect it if you have a ball. It's literally just dodgeball, but instead of just dodging, you try and knock people out. Right. So, but yeah, that's April, and the game comes out in May time. That's cool. I liked it way better here versus Nintendo Direct. They did a better job. Now they showed the only new game, Sifu. I don't know. I don't remember who they said it was made from. Looks like another indie game. It's got like another cartoony-ish type of look, but it looks like you're playing like as an older martial artists. It takes everything like martial arts movies, like our Ip Mans, or Way the Dragon, all that stuff. They even have the hallway fight people scene. I'm curious to that game. Right. And then some of the other stuff they've announced already. Solar Ash, that 3D look like you're running and jumping on clouds and stuff. It's made by the same people that did Hyper Light Drifter. I think that indie game. It looks like a 3D version of that. So if you like that, you'll probably like this.
Each time the player dies, they revive slightly older and more skilled.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Solar Ash. So that looked neat.
Was that Solar Ash or Sifu?
Oh, that was Sifu. Oh, I completely missed the jump to Solar Ash. I didn't even hear you say Solar Ash, to be honest.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that was my bad then. Sifu, yeah. It's you fight through like a gauntlet of like martial arts dudes, and then if you die, you'll come back a little older. And I don't know if that just means you're gonna die at the end or whatever. I think probably if you're getting older, but we'll have to see more. I'm curious to see more of that too.
It's like a Hades, but it has a diminishing return.
Yeah. Because I wonder, because there's got to be a point where that flips, right? Like, yeah, you might get older and more skilled, but at some point you're going to get older and less mobile. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be negatives to it.
I don't think it's like Hades. I don't think they said it was like roguelike or anything. I think it's just if you die, your age increases. So we'll see. Yeah. And after that is Solar Ash. That's like the more acrobatic.
That looks
sci-fi-esque looking game. Yeah, that's me.
That was right up your alley. It looked really it looked really Mirror's Edge-ish.
Yep. Yep, like a lot of
So,
acrobatics and like
yeah.
quick fighting action and moving around the environment. Yeah, I like that movement stuff. So they just said 2021. All these are 2021 so far. I don't think anything said 2022. They showed the new Five Nights at Freddy's game. They're like it's like I don't know if it's like a reboot, but it looks like all 80s aesthetic because everyone likes the 80s. It's not like that pop scare horror game. I think it's gonna be more like you walk through an environment and the atmosphere is supposed to creep you out. I think.
Right.
I think that's what they're trying to go for. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. No release dates, but there it is. You know what? It's funny, Patrice had to go. She's the only Oddworld fan I know in person.
yeah.
Facts. Yeah, that's
She's the
we
only
should've-
one. It's fine. I've noticed just about every presentation they've done for PS5, they've shown Oddworld Soulstorm. And for those that don't know, listener, if y'all just babies, listener watching, Oddworld is like one of those really old school. It's got a cult following. It's not super popular by the stretch of any like imagination, but they first started on PlayStation. And it's just basically you're playing like this alien dude who's trying to walk through like this puzzly world in like a 2D plane. It's not like pixel art, it's like 3D. But you have to like rescue your alien friends that are like trapped, and you have to just do different stuff, and it's kind of like an interesting type of story of that. But the dudes that are making the game, they're finally doing their next big ass game called Oddworld Soulstorm. It's supposed to be, I guess, I don't know if it's capping off the story or something. But every time I see it, it looks ambitious for those type of games. So they finally put a release date on it. They actually had a deep dive for it. So it's coming out April 6th, and it's also a PlayStation Plus April game. So for PS4 and PS5. So that's cool. And then one of the big things, Kenna. I say Kenna. Kenna Bridges.
Real quick. I missed that. So Oddworld is going to be free
if you have PlayStation Plus in April.
So they're going to put it out. They're going to put out a brand new game. They're going to put out free.
Yeah, because I mean,
that's bold.
That is bold. But at the same time, Oddworld is a very, very obscure.
I mean, I get it, but I'm saying to make a game and give it free to all your PlayStation subscribers. I'm interested in that. I'll give Oddworld game a chance.
I mean, hey, that's why.
Well, also there's PS5 game. I need more PS5 games too. So. I've been giving PS5. I gave that Worms Rumble a chance, and that sucked. So,
oh god, I've never played a Worms game.
It was bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't fun.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. I mean, you can still buy it for, I guess, however much on April 6th, but yeah. So that gives the option.
That's really cool, man. No, that's good.
Yeah, it's cool. Not good. Kenna Bridge of Spirits. It looked man, I was already super interested in this game from last year. And it was supposed to come out in the fall, but it got pushed back to sometime this year. Man, it looks really phenomenal here. I can tell even the combat looks a bit more polished. Here.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And
it looks better, yeah, for sure. It looked better than it looked good off rip, but it looks better now.
Definitely tell the extra time in the oven is helping. And they gave the release date for August 24th, which is way later than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a spring, early summer game for some reason.
Yeah, I
thought it was going to come out in May. I just had this thought. They never said May. I just had this thought. Maybe that could be a May game or either March or May. But yeah, August. So that's fine. That's cool. Hey,
I think we're used to seeing these games in these type of settings because I'm thinking like we got Horizon in March, we got Breath of the Wild in February. We're just normally getting these games like early in the year, like the early springtime.
Yeah, those
seem to come out. So that's why I agree. I thought this game was going to be an early spring game. So for it to be a midsummer game or late summer, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not Sony's got a big game coming like every other month, or at least they're pushing up to August. They showed another Deathloop trailer. That's the game where he plays like the black dude, the black chick, and the trailer gave me big like 007 James Bond vibes. It was kind of cool. But I think they need to do a bit more to show what exactly this game is about. It looks like
that's my problem with it. That's my whole
it looks, to my understanding, it looks like you're like you're spies, but I don't know why you're spies, and like you have to you're trying to escape this place. Every time you kill each other, you like wait. I don't see. Yeah, even I can't explain it properly. I just like the vibe looks neat, but
they're focusing pretty heavy on the cinematic trailers to explain the game. But I would just like to see direct gameplay
Mhm.
of the game.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to understand, like the gameplay loop.
Yeah.
Jokes. But yeah, to see
Yeah.
exactly this death loop.
This death loop in
Yeah,
action.
so I mean, the game looks like graphically, it always looks good. It's made by, I think it's made by the same people that do Prey and Dishonored.
Okay.
That's that. But yeah, I mean, unless something changes,
it looks like that. Don't get me wrong. The style of the game looks cool, and obviously having 2 black people is dope. But
I mean, those are 2 of my main draws. Yeah.
I love the Dishonored games, right? I'm a fan of those. I don't know that I necessarily have championed them on this podcast, but Dishonored, Thief, I'm a fan of those games. I mean, Ian lived with me while I played them all. Like, you know what I mean? I love those games. I do love those games. So I'm interested, but I just don't know what I'm getting here still. I'm just a little confused on it, and it just hasn't sold me on it yet. And I feel like they're trying to sell me on the narrative of the game more than what the game is. Like, oh, you're just like being snarky with each other. Like, yeah, you kill me, I'm gonna kill you. And like,
yeah,
what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, tell me what's happening. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I need to know a little bit more. And if they and you know what? To be fair, they don't have to tell us anymore. They don't have to tell us anymore. Really, they can just put the game on sale one day, and I'll pick it up then. It's just, if they want it to be a day one for somebody like me, at least they've got to tell me a little more, like y'all said. But I mean, I'm a fan of the games though. So
yeah, I know it comes out in May, but that's it. That's all I know. But they got a little bit more time to talk about it. And then they finished it off with another port, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. I don't. Once again, Screenix, you lose me with the names. I don't know what that subtitle means. Maybe it's a science term and I don't get it. But yeah, it's the PS5 version of that game that came out just a year ago. Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Oh, it's gonna have its own DLC. I call it DLC, but it's gonna have one of the other characters from that game, Yuffie, one of the chicks. I never played the original, so I can't tell you anything about the stories, unfortunately. But I mean, that's cool. People seem really excited about it, despite like, they're ending on another port or whatever. Now the one thing that was cool that was announced afterwards, because that was the last thing. They showed the graphical changes and it looks really good. Lots of lighting differences. Final Fantasy VII Remake is the March PlayStation Plus game. It's one of them. So they're giving away like one of the most popular RPGs of all time, the remake of it for free next month. However, the catch is if you get that version, the PS4 version, you can't do the PS5 free upgrade. Everyone that already owns it for PS4, digital, physical, whatever, you're gonna get the free update PS5.
Did they mention how much the upgrade would cost if you did go about the free route?
$70 probably.
$60, you said?
I'm just guessing.
I actually don't know. I don't remember. I have to double check what the price would be.
I would be interested in playing that game. Honestly. Especially since it's like the first.
I don't even know if is it up for pre-order yet? Yeah, so Intergrade is the PS5 version. That version that's the PS5 version. Have better graphics, runs at 60 frames. Only the PS5 version can get that extra Yuffie story.
So you have to buy that game.
So you have to get a new one regardless. That sucks. That sucks in itself.
Yikes.
That does suck. I need to see if do they have the pricing and shit for it yet? No, they don't. All right, well, I can't say anything about pricing yet. Well, if we see it, we'll talk. I'll mention the next episodes are coming up.
So if you got it on PS4, then you get the free Intergrade upgrade. But if you
bought it, yes.
If you got it through the
So Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade will be released on June 10th for $69.99.
Oh,
if you have the PS4 version of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, you'll be able to upgrade to the PS5 version for free, but we'll still have to pay a separate cost to get Intergrade. Note that Intergrade is not for PS4, so PS4 users will not be able to play the Yuffie DLC. So they don't know. We also don't know what this means for PS5 owners who have only played Final Fantasy Remake as part of the PlayStation Plus collection, and whether they'd also get access to Intergrade, which I'm guessing is probably a no.
No.
Not if they're selling the game for $70. They would just tell you that up front if you were going to get it. You're not going to get it. We don't have any information on the PS Plus upgrades outside of what's been announced. So yeah, so they're not even telling us exactly.
So I think the best bet.
Yeah. So Integrate is basically a paid add-on on PS5, and it sounds like it's $70. That's what it is.
That's absurd.
It don't sound like it's no cheaper price if you have the game.
Even if you had the
DLC.
game.
It don't sound like you get no.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, we don't even know how much the actual Integrate itself costs.
Yeah, because they're literally they told you if you have a PS5 right now, me and Ian, if we want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, I mean not right now, just because it's not out yet, but we'd have to go and pay $70 on it. That's what it is in the PlayStation Store right now, $70.
Well, they said if you own Final Fantasy VII Remake now on the PS4 version, you can get basically just the remaster on PS5 for free.
Yes.
We just don't know the individual charge
if
for
you
the
want
Integrate
the
DLC. Like if it's like I don't know if it's 20 or 30 or anything like that. We don't know how much that
they
is.
haven't said, but the way it's worded here, it makes it seem like
I just went on the store,
like and
it's still $60.
Yeah,
so
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so
but I did see physicals on sale. I think I saw for like 30. But anyway, yeah. So PlayStation Square Enix, they know a lot of the Square Enix heads that are the Final Fantasy heads that love that game. They're doing Nintendo basically. They're gonna get the money. They know what they're trying to do here. Oh, never mind. It's all 60 everywhere. Never mind then. You just have to fend for yourself. Yeah, you want that Final Fantasy remake, bro? You love Tifa fighting, Barrett and all them boys, Cloud. Hey, you know what you gotta do.
Yep.
Man, that's messed up, man. I'm be honest.
It is messed up. Honestly, I was surprised to see the regular standard free upgrade. I thought it was gonna be buy it or else. Like I dead ass thought that's all they're gonna do.
And even then, it's like it's just a graphical improvement. I haven't really gone back and played any of the games that I've already beaten with the graphical improvement. I played it for a little while just to see how it felt. It feels good, looks good. Okay, I'm over it. I'm not.
That's really for people.
I'm not invested in putting all the effort in to beat this game again.
Yeah,
it's really just for me.
But I've said that. How long have I been talking about? Like nostalgia doesn't last forever. Like even backward compatibility, it's a cool thing to have. It's nice to be able to have access to it. But the way people act like it's going to make or break their console, the majority of people are lying. Y'all are not playing these full games remade. Y'all are not.
I think the only game I'd actually go back and actually play all the way through is the Jack series. Like, if it got these graphical improvements, I might. But that's because
what they will do, and what everyone is
moved.
opted to do. Oh, sorry, I'm going to cut you off, Ian.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
Yeah, but no, I agree. I do agree with y'all with that. Like the vast majority of folks aren't really shit. Nintendo now sees that with the Switch. None of that's backward compatible. They're reselling. They're either just going to do a full remaster / remake and charge whatever price they deem it. Crash Insane Trilogy 40, Skyward Sword HD 60, and just do it like that and get the money full off like that. That Demon Souls remake, $70 whole fucking dollars. Like, motherfuckers had that on PS3 for however much it is now. It's probably way cheaper, but they want to see the graphics and stuff. So, that's what the industry has realized. They realize if the majority of people care about backward compatibility, whether not even just saying like Sony exclusive, Nintendo, Xbox exclusive, then more people would have Xboxes. Straight up, because they have the best backward compatibility stuff now. They put out I'm not gonna really go into that, but yeah. It is just it's really a minority thing. Mm-hmm. It's nice to have. It's a minority thing. I know people, so that was state of play. Most people were disappointed, whatever, people mad, etc. Xbox is next. I don't know what they're gonna announce. I really don't know what they're gonna do. Halo dudes are already doing monthly updates on their site. So Halo Infinite has been looking better now. They actually say we're gonna actually make the game look good. But yeah, that was it. I think that's it. Console T, really. I ain't got.
Well, Ian's got the Destiny stuff.
My bad. Destiny. Go ahead.
Destiny stuff. So yeah, Destiny dropped this state of the game that they do, I guess, yearly. I suppose they did it on the 25th. they kicked it off by saying that the Witch Queen is going to be delayed until early 2022. I guess this is supposed to come out like later this year, but it's being pushed back to next year, and it's for story reasons. This was the biggest key takeaway for me. I mean, I know a lot of people, other people in the Destiny community are like going crazy over all the other details that are going to be included in like season 14 and 15 and all the rest of it. But this one, the reason why I was pushed back is because they're concluding the light versus darkness saga. Now, if you play Destiny long enough, you know, it's been a light versus darkness situation for like the better half of Destiny. In fact, it's been the whole thing.
It's the main villain in the game, right?
Yeah,
the darkness.
For them to say this, they're concluding this saga of Destiny means that this is going to be around for quite some time. Like, you know, why, and even raises, you know, speculation on what the hell the next saga is going to be. So yeah, they're pushing it back to be able to round out that story and transition into the next one, amongst other things, like the addition of transmog and what was it, crossplay. That's finally coming into the game. Transmog should be coming later this year, I think. Season 14. I don't know when that's coming out. Do I have that? Yeah, season 14 is when that's coming out. They're also going to be focusing on PvP pretty heavily. They're finally going to nerf the ice subclass, which, you know, a lot of us were complaining about. In fact, I dealt with PvP a lot this weekend, and I've been frozen enough times to tell you that shit sucks. They're going to make Trials of Osiris more accessible to solo players, which is a big thing for me. Interested to see how they do that. If they do it like the way they do the freelance playlist for the competitive PvP, then very appreciative of that. I know the PvP community is not going to like that, but I don't care. Because right now it's either I get a group of 3 guys or I don't play at all. And that sucks.
Facts, yeah.
They're taking away sunsetting. Everybody is like freaking cheering that on. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I was pretty sure that they weren't going to keep that around. I think they just sunset just to be able to get rid of a lot of the problematic weapons that they introduced, like Recluse and Mountaintop and all the rest of it. Guns that really no amount of weapon tuning and balancing could resolve the issue that they have with those guns.
Right.
So anything introduced in Beyond Light is going to be grandfathered into this era of not sunsetting weapons anymore. They're also reducing the grind between non-expansion seasons from increasing your light level to 50 levels to now 10 levels only, which is pretty dope. It's supposed to be able to allow you to get right into the hardest shit in the game that are worth playing, rather than having to grind out the game for 50 levels, which is what I'm having to deal with right now. So that's a welcome change. But yeah, that's all of it in a nutshell. There's like way more details, but I'm not gonna dive deep into everything that they put in that thing. But yeah, they're calling it the saving grace of Destiny 2.
Saving grace.
We'll see how that goes.
Saving grace, really? This is what everyone's waiting for.
This is what everyone was waiting for. They basically took everybody's complaints and compiled it into the state of the game.
Oh, okay. I am I mean, y'all know me, man. I'm a wishy-washy Destiny player now. I play sometimes, I don't play. I get on, I get into it. Some days I get hyped. I got hyped to talk about Destiny today because Ian already been told us, you know, he want to talk about Destiny and the state of the game and all that. And of course, yesterday I got a highlight back on Destiny. Back in Destiny 1, I was playing Mayhem. Remember Mayhem? You just go around and just, it was wild. You get your super like all the time. You're just playing this match. And I'm watching this game back, and it's a 7-minute clip, which is why it's a little hard to, I might clip it and just post it on YouTube because it's such a good clip. I'm down like 8,000 points with like 2.5 minutes left. There's no way I should win this game. And then I just go crazy. Like I'm having like, and then don't be wrong, like I want to post the whole thing just because I'm playing terribly. Like I'm not playing well at all. And then I just like hit this zone. I don't know what happened, but I just zoned in and figured it out. I just went off. And I end on a relentless. Like I end with 2 super kills and Shaq's screaming, "Fight forever, Guardian!" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm that guy." Like it feels like you feel hype when you at the end of it. It's dope, and it got me kind of back in this. I'm like, man, you know what, man? If they can just really give me something that makes I can latch on to again. And I don't know what it is. It's not really their fault necessarily. It's not even fully their fault because there are parts of the game I'm enjoying, but I need something and it's stuff like that can make me feel more getting back in. I wish they would bring back more of these modes that were just fun and wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would hop into Mayhem even when I didn't like the overall Destiny game and be like, this is still fun though, because there's no expectations here, I guess. You know what I mean? Like it's not this deep thing. Everybody's not being super serious. And I think that was Mayhem Rumble, actually. Mayhem Rumble is what that was. Mayhem Rumble used to be that shit for me, bro. You just go in there, everybody's on their own. There's no teams. There's nobody still. It's just literally what it says. Mayhem.
Yeah.
Mayhem, everybody on their own. Mayhem, everybody getting supers left and right. Like, it was fun, bro. It was a lot of fun. And yeah.
See, Mayhem back in Destiny 1 was like, it was more balanced, funny enough. Now, if you did Mayhem now, well, they have Mayhem, but
I haven't even looked at the PvP.
Yeah, they do have Mayhem now, but like you're finding out that like the rock paper scissors of it all is like very heavily skewed at one particular super, which is
of course now it's
a hunter thing.
Yeah.
Not even even the eyes can't handle this Superman. The Blade Barrage super that the hunters got. That thing will knock you out off top. Nothing you can do about it. So
I need to get in with that.
That's so yeah.
Unless they make the Hunter Vanguard, then we not rocking with that, bro. We're not making the dude that killed Cade the Hunter Vanguard. I will delete my Hunter, bro. I've never even been a Hunter if they make that man the Hunter Vanguard. You got me fucked up.
Actually, if you play through the game right now, and you listen to like him talk to the other people in the tower. It's interesting how I can see the direction they're going as far as like how his role is going to play. It seems like he's going to play like the kind of the ambassador for the enemies that we've been fighting this whole time,
and how they can be
like they're not all bad. They're like, like we can sit down and talk to these people. They're not all like just evil people. But
Odin was evil. He had to die in order to not be evil. So if his suggestion is kill all of our enemies, and if a ghost deems them worthy, they'll bring them back, and then they can be on our side. I'm with that plan. I'm cool with that. Then fine. But that don't make him the Vanguard. You don't get to tell me what to do. Nah, bro. Put another bullet in your head, bro. You got me messed up.
He was possessed. He wasn't really.
Nah, I don't want to hear all that,
right
bro.
mind.
But he was willingly possessed. He was willingly possessed, bro. He knew what he wanted to do, bro. He possessed my ass. He knew what he was doing, bro. He was always looking for a reason to turn on us. He was always acting shady. He always had some slick to say. He's always running his little mouth, his little purple mouth. Nah, bro. Aldrin wanted smoke, and he got it. He got popped. And then a ghost came and brought him back, and now he want to be hunky dory and dap up with us and be family. Nah, fam. Nah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm not with that, bro. Not with that. Not if they wanted to do that, they should let me put the bullet in his head. They should let me pull R2 and smoke him. If they had done that, I'd be more open to this.
I mean, well, okay.
Not gonna lie.
Well, I guess they couldn't have done it based on how they went with the story, giving us the choice whether or not we're gonna kill him or not.
Oh, well, yeah, no. It shouldn't have been a choice. Should have just been boom.
Technically, they could have done it, actually. Say, oh, you kill him, and then maybe somebody comes from behind and says, if you're not going to do it, I'll do it, and then they take him out.
Nah, I want to pull the trigger. I want Zavala in my ear like, yo, what are you doing down there? Guardian, stop. Cut him off. I don't even hear you no more. You done. Walk up right to him. At least, here's my thing. If you're not going to let me do it, at least show it all. Let me put...
Yeah.
Boom! Blow his head off. Like, and Aldrin. Come on, bro. He killed Cade, bro. Cade, bro. You're lucky I don't got my Cade figure right here, but he killed Cade, bro. Come on, brother. He killed Cade. Cade, come on, nah, man. We not just. I don't care what he's done since, bro. I don't care that he saved Osiris' life. I don't even know Osiris like that. He an old head to me. I thought he was dead anyway. I'm not worried about Osiris, bro. We're worried about me, and I'm that guy. I'm the guardian, right? I done all this fantastical, amazing shit. If I say Aldrin shouldn't be around, then that's just what it should be. I don't want Aldrin. Aldrin not telling me what to do. Not OG Guardian Derek. Not me, bro. No. Nah, bro, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. They gotta fix that. They gotta figure that out, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
Gotta figure that out, man. It's too personal. Cut too deep. They cut too deep, man. They could have killed Zavala, and I'd have been like, he could replace Zavala. He could have came back as a. He could have replaced Zavala. I'd been fine with that. He don't know this struggle. He's not a hunter, man. he ain't like it don't really matter to me, man.
It don't matter to me.
I don't care.
Honestly, didn't even want to kill him. Honestly, my guardian killed him. I was like, hey, is that what you want to do? Shit, I guess that's what you want to do. Right? Don't make me know that, but yeah.
Nah, man. It's just personal, man. When you take your leader from you, bro, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's hit a little different. But yeah. Nah, man. I'm excited to see where Destiny goes. I'm always rooting for Destiny to do well and for them to make the thing that can really make Destiny pop again and get people back in. And hopefully like crossplay and the free to play. Well, the free to play stuff is kind of gone, I guess. Is it or is it still out there?
It's phasing out.
So they're phasing out the free to play stuff, which sucks. But I'm hoping that people can get back into Destiny in some way, man. I think it is an interesting world with interesting dynamic, interesting. It's definitely one of the best shooters out there. Just as a pure shooter, just as pure mechanics go. Forget anything else you may not like about the game or the game loop or whatever. Just as a shooter, when you drop into a world with a gun and shoot it, it feels great. It feels great. Doesn't matter what level of gun you're playing with, from the common guns to the exotics, you can feel it. You know, I think it feels great. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do. Can't say that I'll be playing every day, but
yeah, we'll see. Maybe
Ian will get me back in there. Let him get back on Destiny so you can vent about your baby struggles. I got you.
Well, whenever you do come back, I got some exotic quests I gotta.
Oh well, bro, just say the word, bro. Text my phone. Yeah, act like you can't text me. Like, bro, I need you to do this exotic thing.
It's just
I'll come do it. It's just, am I gonna be? No, I'll come do it, but am I gonna be leveled up enough to do it? Is the question. That's always gonna be
That's always the question.
I might have to run some strikes. So you might have to run some strikes with me first, so I can get something. I don't know. I'd be deleting quests, bro. I'd be reading quests and be like, I'm never gonna do that. I'm just delete it. And that's crazy because I come from the Destiny world of, and sorry, Draw, we're gonna move past this in a second. But I come from the Destiny world where it's fine.
Like, I'm on the ride, man.
You know, we come from Destiny where it's like we gotta complete everything, finish everything, finish everything. And I'm just like, nigga, I'm not doing that. I don't care. I don't want that gun. I don't care. I don't want it. Delete that. Delete. And Destiny delete is so slow. It's like, are you sure? I'm like, no, yes, I'm sure. Can I double press to go faster? Please delete this. I'm done. I don't want it. And so, yeah, I play Destiny now very specifically. I get what I want and try to get whatever the highest light level I can get from doing whatever activities. But that's my thing with Destiny. I need stuff that pulls me along more with Destiny. Like, pull me along with story and little missions here and there. I need that stuff to pull me along versus they're just like, yeah, we figured it out. Just go run 10 strikes and then that will unlock this quest to do this thing and then you'll get this. Nah, make it more. I need them to make it a little more
streamlined.
Not streamlined necessarily, but just more engaging for me to do these upgrades and get through more of these quests. It's only so many times I'm gonna run these strikes or have to go do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it more interesting. And I think Destiny is such a vast world. They can give us more interesting missions and many strikes that you get throughout some of these story missions. They can give us more of those that don't have to be these full-on strike playlist strikes. You know what I'm saying? They can do more in the game. I don't know. I guess I just need a little more of the narrative in more of what I'm playing versus just going out in the world and killing stuff and collecting stuff. I'm kind of past that point now where that is an interesting loop for me, maybe. You know what I mean? Because I'm finding so much joy in Tomb Raider that, yeah, there's stuff you can go and collect and whatever, but there's a main story and there's a main thing. And then I have my tombs, which I would liken to like strikes. You know what I mean? But once I play the tomb, that's it. You know what I mean? It's over. And I have the thing and I've moved on. And you know, if I want to play the game more, I can always go to New Game Plus and bring all the stuff I learned in, you know what I'm saying? But I'm playing, and I'm respecting, I guess I'm finding my respect and love for that style of game again. You know what I mean? Because we lost it in everything being multiplayer. And that's kind of messed up because I feel like we did it feel like we started asking for that a lot. Even us, like, oh man, why can't this be multiplayer? And I wish we could do this together and play this together. And I love doing that. But I guess it's, as we're going older and we're adults now and we got our own things we have to do. It's like, damn, I don't always have time, or I'm not always going to be available when my friends are available. It would be nice to have
I was going to say in the last episode, I'm starting to trend towards single player as well. And mostly it's because like I just don't have other people to play with like that in like these mass multiplayer games to like truly take advantage of what these games have to offer. Because I mean, a lot of these games multiplayer games require multiple people.
And even just two of us is, and just two of us is never been enough.
It's not enough. So
it's never been enough for sure. You at least need a third. You at least need 3 dedicated people who are willing to play and do this stuff. And I mean, we have fun, but 2 of us isn't enough for some of these for sure.
And I'm like I'm finding myself exactly like I'm finding myself like looking for all of those missions that I could just do myself on Destiny. Like,
right, yeah.
And once I hit a brick wall, like I did the other day, where it's like, oh, you need 3 people for this. I'm like, well, damn, now I can't even get this ability because I can't do this on my own. Right. So,
or I mean, they can fix it by adding in more matchmaking and stuff.
Yeah, more matchmaking and stuff like that.
I guess I gotta break out of my shell too. I don't like hopping into like random game chats because for me, I never know who I'm gonna end up dealing with, and I can't just let some random person disrupt my energy and get me upset because they saying stupid shit or doing stupid shit. And I just be like, bro, I'm cool, bro. If we can get to the mission and be quiet, then cool. Like, cause I want to be able to listen to my music or the podcast or something like that while I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not talking to y'all or like friends, I'm not trying to make new friends. I'm not trying to be YB and Corday making friends over the internet on Destiny. I'm not gonna find no new lifelong friends on Destiny. Like, the friends we found on Destiny, I don't talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like,
exactly.
I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Yeah. I'm just They just need to make definitely need to give us a couple more options as solo players in the game. But I understand if we're not the main focus. I get that. Like it's not necessarily just for us. Rob dipped off for a second. Oh, he's back.
I'm gonna leave y'all hanging forever.
I need you here for the technically speaking drop.
Wait, we're doing technically speaking?
Yeah, I know, right? Because we missed Ian's technically speaking, but since we ended with Destiny, it just flows, and then we can go to
technically speaking.
Be a quick one. Apple announced, or not announced, but I guess they kind of announced it, but they released a beta for the watch and the phone. WatchOS 7.4 and 14.5 on the iPhone. So if you have those 2 betas, then you have the ability to unlock your phone with your watch if you're wearing a mask. And I've been using this for I think about two weeks now, and it works. When it works, it feels great, but when it doesn't work, it just really hurts. I find it works best if you use the phone on the wrist that you have the watch in, because it works with proximity. But if you use it on the opposite hand, then you'll have like hit or miss. You have a hit or miss experience. So I have my watch in my left hand. I primarily use my phone on my right hand. Ever so often, it will not detect my watch. It'll say, "Oh, you got to put your watch closer to the phone in order for it to unlock your phone." But if you do it with if you use your phone on the same hand as you use your watch, then it's gonna unlock every time, and it works, and it's perfect. It's pretty fast. I would say it's even faster than the Face ID. Like it'll pull you pull it up, it'll scan your face and see, oh, you got a mask on, and then it'll ping your watch, and your watch will vibrate. The phone will unlock.
Okay. I mean, I'm a
That's
fan.
actually really legit that they finally
quickly
improved it.
Yeah. Like initially, their resolution was to just make the keypad screen show up a lot sooner, since the mask was the situation.
Right.
this watch thing. Of course, for people who don't have the Apple Watch, this sucks, but this unlocking your phone with an Apple Watch is definitely a thing that will be very, very beneficial. Even for like when, if say you're wearing like a scarf or something in the winter and it can't detect your face, it'll probably detect. It probably assume you're wearing a mask. It might unlock anyway, just because you have the watch on. If you have it set to unlock that way.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty legit. It's pretty legit.
Oh. No, that's what's up. That's what's up. I can't. I mean, I was excited when you told me about it. I wish it wasn't just in beta.
Just a beta, yeah.
But that's really cool. That's really cool. That's definitely a feature that I want.
Yeah. That's
Do I
the
hear
end
my
of
cat
technical
somewhere?
speaking.
I heard something.
All right. We're just gonna ignore that and keep it moving. We'll ignore that and keep it moving. Let's drop the spoiler. Drop spoilers.
Spoilers. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. We are talking about WandaVision now. Episode 1, season 1, episode 8. Previously on WandaVision.
That's the title of the episode.
That is the title of the episode.
Previously on.
Previously on is the title of the episode. I think it's a great title. This episode, man.
This was a really well done episode.
Great episode.
Yeah.
Bring out the waterworks, man. Bring out the waterworks.
Yeah. It was a pure Wanda episode.
Facts. And I didn't cry, and I'm surprised at myself. Thought I'd cry.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't cry too, man.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga.
No waterworks here and there. I felt a little something. I was like, oh man, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And I was like,
felt emotion, and that was excellent.
Not today. Yeah, emotion was good.
Emotion was high. Man, I mean, where do you even start on the episode? So obviously, like, we come back in and well, no. They give us Agatha's backstory, right? They give us they give us her origin trials in this, and it seems like they kind of changed her story from what I'd kind of read before with Agatha Harkness. Seems like it was actually her coven who was trying to burn her at the stake, or not necessarily burn her, but kill her because she was tripping. She had I don't know if this is like confirming or denying or anything, but I guess that book, it kind of suggested that the book that we saw might have been the same book that she had been kind of learning from back in the Salem times or whatever. And they, she was doing it wrong. She wasn't supposed to be doing that. She had, gone above her station, as they said. And they was, about to blast her, and her mom was willing to kill her. But obviously she had learned something in there that was like, yeah, nah, y'all weak. And she just started eating them up, bro. Like she just they all putting the most power into her. And she just ate it all up, bro. Even her mama was up there flying and shit, trying to push special beams into her, and nothing. Just went ahead and ate that, and she flipped it on them, took all their youth, I guess, and I guess that's how she stays young. She steals life force from people. And then she, let them, smoked her moms, took her little pendant, and with Agatha Harkness. So cool Agatha scene there. Trying to think. So then we get back to Agatha pressing Wanda. Basically the premise of the episode, right, is Agatha trying to figure out how Wanda did this. How did Wanda build the hex? How did we get here? How do we understand that? And obviously, it's billed as Agatha, but Agatha is us, right? She's the proxy for us in the episode, as us wanting to know, how did we get here? And we start to learn. So I mean, yeah, we go through these different instances in Wanda's life from childhood. And we don't have to, I don't know that every single one of those moments needs a super deep dive. But we basically see the overall things. I saw some cool stuff, she's at home. I thought the first cool thing was all the sitcoms, not all of them, but a good bit of them were in the little case that she was watching as a kid. Thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's the first time we ever saw any people cast as their parents. Her
As their
and
parents, yeah.
Pietro's parents.
Mhm.
So it showed that they were they were they're obviously Sokovian, which is
yeah.
just Eastern European country, whatever.
They're not
place that
Magneto's kids this time.
That's what I was gonna say.
No.
It was originally Magneto's kids, right?
Yeah, and then they did the whole comic book thing and like retcon that she's actually from Line Witches, but I don't think they're gonna adapt any of that stuff in the MCU. So for MCU, actually, okay. Well, I'll ask that when we get done towards looking at the episode. But yeah, it starts like like Derek said, she and Pietro and the parents are there, Mama, Papa, and they're like, oh, the things they sit down, they watch American shows to understand the culture, and they probably wanted to go to America, as most people from or a lot of people from third world impoverished countries that are like in between like war, constant war and everything. They probably were, and that's my impression. I might be projecting, but my impression is they were looking at all that stuff to maybe want to go to America. And they showed I Love Lucy, they showed Dick Van Dyke, they had a Malcolm in the Middle VHS, and I was like, okay, bet. It confirms everything we've all thought.
Yeah, she grew up watching these shows, and so that's why. Hey, y'all keep going. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, and afterwards he shows that that there was something happening outside, and the parents like, oh no, what's about to happen? And there's an explosion, or was it an explosion? I think it was an explosion type thing.
Yeah, it was an explosion that blew the side of the house.
The side of the house up. The parents were shown dead, unfortunately. Wanda and Pietro were like underneath the rubble.
And they see a Tony Stark missile.
Yeah, Stark Industries missile head, warhead, whatever, like just in the ground. Yeah. Like it was about to, some moments before it was going to detonate. And they're like, oh no, what's happening? And this was, and then right before Wanda gets she's looking at, she's trying to she looked like she was kind of scared, just didn't know what the hell she was going to do. And then right before anything was going to happen, she gets dragged away from the rubble, and you see regular size Wanda pulled out. And Actor's like, oh, do you know how that missile stopped working? And Wanda's just like, oh, no, I think we were lucky. It just didn't blow up. And she's like, no, you did this. How long were you under the rubble? I think she said
2 days.
2 days.
2 days. And it's like, Actor's like, she like us, like, interesting. Let's keep going. And she makes a new door.
Yeah.
And it shows when she was captured by Hydra, and apparently we see how she interacted with the scepter, Loki's scepter at the time, which had the Mind Stone in it. And we see how it's so what pretty much is leading us to tell us, and this is like super backstory for the MCU Wanda now, is she's always had latent magical powers.
Yeah.
So she's technically a mutant.
A witch?
We'll get to that discussion when we're done, because we gotta talk about that possibility. I think we're getting there. And so she shows her in the cell, or at least it shows her her past self in the cell, like the clothes and shit. She walked in there, the Hydra people are like, walk up to the stone or whatever. And then she walks up to it, and then the scepter breaks and it shows the Mind Stone. It's like all bright yellow. She looks at it, and then she sees a silhouette of what looks like an actual Scarlet Witch, which is a big fucking deal, because we never really, outside the Halloween episode, the homage to that look, like it looked like she was looking upon what she would become in the future or something. And after that, you just see it do a big yellow flash, and then she passes out on the floor, and the Hydra dudes are like, "Oh, what happened?" And looking at the footage, and we see from their perspective, from the footage, all we see is her look up to the stone, then a split second, she's on the ground, like passed out. So it leads that she got awakened her powers immediately, and it looks like she might have accidentally caused that footage to delete, which kind of gives us more of the little, okay, so she obviously, her powers are able to affect footage and stuff like that.
She's also doing that unconsciously, right?
Exactly.
Like she messed their footage up to erase showing that moment, but she didn't do it on purpose. She wasn't aiming magic. She wasn't using magic. She didn't do anything. she did wandless magic, like
Right.
you know what I mean? Like she
Mhm.
basically was just like she didn't make any movement, she didn't do a spell. And I think that's what's obviously got Agatha so pissed off. Agatha's worked this hard, and she's like, "I don't even have to say spells. Stuff just happens. What I want just happens."
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah. And then after that, Agatha was like, "Oh, so your powers are working with the mind stone." She pretty much just literally just saying,
Confirming everything.
confirming stuff that we've been talking about for weeks now.
Of course.
And it's like, okay, cool. And then she's like, and then it's like, and then it showed well, let's go to the next thing. She does another door and they walk through it. And Agatha's like, where is this? And Wanda is like, oh, this is the Avengers compound. It's the first home Vision and I had. And it shows her sitting on the TV, sitting on the bed. I'm guessing this is a bit after Age of Ultron, because she had nowhere else to go at that point. So she was sitting there on the bed watching sitcoms. I think she was watching. Oh, she was watching Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah.
This is right after Age of Ultron, because they just said that Pietro just died pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so she's sitting on and she looks at herself. She's sitting on the bed. You can tell she's pretty sad, solemn, but watching the show, just kind of absorbing the show. And then you see Vision walk through, and he's like, "Oh, what are you watching?" She's like, "Oh, just this." And I think this scene was probably one of the best scenes of this sequence. Absolutely,
because this was the gut wrenching. This was one of those. Like this was like one of the. You crying yet? All right, hold on.
Right.
Because Wanda been through it, bro. This is, I mean, like
she really has, bro. Like,
talk about some sad shit, bro. Like she been through it, dog. Like house get blown in while she trying to watch sitcoms, bro. She watching sitcoms. They outside like shooting left and right, people dying in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, she bro, yeah, nah. Wanda.
She's been through it all right now.
Been through it a little tough.
Yeah, and so basically Vision just kind of sits there with her and just watches it, and he's not like, I mean, he's not like, what the fuck is this? Or he's just kind of like curiously asking stuff, like, oh,
right, because he really doesn't understand this Vision, or this Vision at the time. I guess he's still not doesn't fully understand all human emotions and all that stuff. He's still trying to figure that stuff out. So he's asking all these questions, and it's, I mean, that was crazy, man. Like that scene, obviously, like the big line from that scene that social media is, kind of going crazy over.
The grief line,
bruh. I mean, that did hit now. That did.
That
hit.
was that.
But I was like,
man.
Grief is love, persevering.
He's like, but what is grief but love persevering?
That shit was poetry. I was like,
yeah, whoever wrote that need a raise. Whoever wrote that, raise. You get a raise today. You get a raise. You said what? When he now don't get me wrong. It's a fire line, but obviously the actor has to deliver it, right? Like
right.
And he did a great job of delivering it in this way that was like, I don't really understand
it, yeah.
But from an outside looking in, you can't have this without this. So if you feel this, then that means that you should be thankful for how much love you had. Like that was just crazy. That was crazy. That was a good line. That's a fire line.
Yeah,
fire line.
It was a fire line.
Perfectly written, perfectly great. It's great. I mean, even, and I think, do I remember at that point? Did they kind of cut back to regular Wanda, or they cut back to somebody else? It was they cut to somebody. I feel like experiencing that moment. If it was Agatha or. I'm tripping now.
No, they didn't cut to anyone from.
They didn't cut to anybody after that.
No. It just because it showed like Wanda and Agatha in the room watching them in that memory of hers that she's, I guess, suppressed for so long. Right. Yeah, but no, it was just kind of Vision was just saying like, so I can't imagine what you're feeling. She's like, I mean, you're just talking to me to try and appease or whatever, right? And he's like, well, not necessarily. He's pretty much just trying to just talk with her and be like, So I haven't lost anyone. I can't understand the loss, but and that's where the whole grief line comes in. And then she kind of just sits there and just kind of mulls over, and they just continue watching
the show. Yeah. And then he laughs.
Right.
And he laughs. Yeah. And then and then at that point, that's when the actual Wanda walks up and she kind of cries, quietly cries, because she's like, oh shit, I deeply missed Vision.
Yeah.
And Agatha was like, you know what? It's starting to, she's like, I think I'm starting to get it. Like, you really miss Vision.
It's grief. It's all Vision.
It's all grief. And it's like, and then I think she said something like, Oh, and then it was, and then pretty much it leads to what we were saying a few weeks ago. Like, we're gonna get this. We got Wanda's viewpoint of going through Sword to see Vision. We finally get it.
And like I said, I did say this.
You did say you called it. Yeah, you called it for sure.
Invited in. And but I never expected this though. I never expected how this ends. But she was invited right in. I mean, Hayward said that. Yeah, fine, let her in. Well, she had kind of showed up maybe uninvited at first, but she wasn't putting any pressure on anybody. She wasn't even being like aggressive.
Not even.
I want to see him.
She didn't even take
the body. I mean, yeah. Well, I was leaving that too. But yeah, she didn't take the body. So it's like. So Hayward just wild lying because
Hayward's a dig, bro. Like that dude's like conniving because he like really the only reason he let her in and was like, oh, and he was like, oh, there he is, and he's all spread like his both bodies all spread out on the table. So why is he like this? It's like we're dismantling the most powerful weapon, synthesoid weapon, and blah blah blah. She's like, oh, he's not a weapon. It's like you, and then she just like, and he's like, well, if you want to see him, there he is.
Right.
And she could have easily been like, shoot her now, because she basically there's like a glass window looking down upon the little area from his office, and so so she just breaks the glass. She just descends down there, and then they're like, wait, and Hayward's just like, no, and I was like, man, he did that to see what she would do to maybe help in their games or whatever. But then she just she puts her hand over like where his temple was, where the mind stone was ripped out, just like, I don't feel any of you here anymore, and that confirms something in the post-credit scene later we'll talk about.
Right.
Yeah, so then she just kind of leaves, and then I can't remember if this was all part of the same scene. I think it was. Yeah, and then she and it shows she finally drives to Westview, which is an actual place apparently, and it just kind of looked like a shitty small town that, I guess thinking this is like after the blip or snap or whatever. We saw some of the characters we've seen from the beginning just their normal selves, and it looked like the town might have just been struggling because it's already a small town. Imagine. Half the people on the earth disappear, a small town will probably suffer like financially and stuff. So it just looked like really like they were down bad. They basically just super down bad. She drove to like a house, or not even a house. She drove to like a little broken
plot of land, yeah.
And she sat there, and I guess she looked at this envelope she probably just had from Vision from a while, even before Infinity War. And it was a deed to the land there, and was like, for us to start new from Vision, and that's where she kind of just broke down. And then we see
our forever home here,
and then we see she just goes, and all the magic comes out of her and creates everything, everything. And I think the craziest part of that whole scene was, I'll never forget. Oh God, when did they show this scene? There was a thing last year. I can't remember if it was a Super Bowl or some other event, where they like Disney and Marvel did their first big sizzle trailer of, they showed one scene from WandaVision, one from Falcon and Winter Soldier, and one from Loki. And that scene where she's like freeze framed, it's all gray except her, and then there's Vision there. That was from that first trailer. And I'm sitting here like, bro, they gave us towards the end of the show as the first. I love when shows do that. Just gave us.
They showed now you see it, in an actual show. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that was cool. They showed that, and it just goes to show that Wanda created everything.
She created Vision from nothing, which is why he can't exist outside the hex. But that is troubling now, because then something must happen. Because story-wise, this would lead us to believe that she created Vision from nothing, so he cannot exist outside the hex. Which would mean her children also can't exist outside the hex. Ideally.
Correct. Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
unless he came from another source.
Unless somehow something's changed here. Agatha does something, or she does something, and something desperate trying to protect her kids, and more chaos magic that she doesn't understand makes them real, or makes them able to come outside. That'll be interesting. I think that'll be interesting because obviously that's what I was saying. Obviously, from a show perspective, it looks like the kids shouldn't be able to exist outside the hex. But from like a realistic, looking at it overall, perspective, these kids would be perfect to fit into Young Avengers shows and more in the MCU. Like it just expands your, it literally. I mean, and obviously they call them Young Avengers, but it's a Teen Titans type vibe you can give to in the Avengers world in the MCU now. Potentially giving them their own show, going into the next season and stuff like that, or whatever. So the kids will exist in some way in the MCU. Like, I can't imagine they would do this whole House M thing just to at the end say, well, Vision and the kids don't actually exist. This was really just a Wanda therapy story. And don't get me wrong, I would be a little disappointed if it ended that way, but I'd still get it. It wouldn't take away the impact that I felt from this episode, which was really good. It wouldn't take away from what I feel like I've learned from the other episodes, but I would be a little disappointed if they just did it that way, where everybody she has to say bye to everybody. I just don't think that would be the case. I think she has to say bye to Vision, but I don't think she has to say bye to the children.
I think it really depends on what they want to do for the final episode, because because at the end of that, then I can't remember the exact transition from flashback memory cutscene type thing. I mean, they're not like cutscenes; they're all new scenes. It's just flashbacks of things that happen.
Right. Yeah.
And it shows actual current day Wanda. Oh, I think she is. Oh, I think I remember the one. I think she kind of comes back to the basement, I think, or somewhere.
Oh, yeah. She basically breaks out of the basement. She
hears Billy and Tommy just saying, "Mom." She's like, "Oh shit!" And she runs out, and then she sees that they're both alive. They're bound by Agatha. She's in her full like I'm a witch. Yeah, all this purple witch. Her guard. She's floating in the air. She's like, "I get it now, Wanda. It's like you are the strong like." You are one of the strongest beings, and you're using it to eat breakfast for dinner.
Basically.
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
Like you're using chaos magic. It's like only one being can do that. You are the Scarlet Witch, and it was like, yeah.
That's the first time we've ever heard of Scarlet Witch in the MCU. As much as we say Scarlet Witch and people say Scarlet Witch, they've never actually said the name in the MCU. And so finally here it was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So so that was the episode. Now it's just kind of like what's happening. Oh yeah, post-credit scene. So post-credit scene, we go back to Hayward, Dickhead Hayward, and his group of sword people, and they're like, okay. It's like is the stuff ready? And it's like, and it's like it's crazy how we were trying to find all these type of energies under the sun, and all we need was just from the source. And they showed like the screen cap of the small like 80s drone spy jet that got shrunk by one of the episodes back, and it still has her chaos magic red aura around it. And you see that they actually put together Vision's body successfully. They've actually put it together, but with some of the chaos magic revives him, but he is what the comics is dubbed White Vision. I know, White Vision, hooray. So we're getting White Vision in the MCU, which is interesting. So this is his body, but without his previous memories, emotions, soul, etc. Just a husk. He's just so that's that.
The weapon that Hayward can control.
Exactly.
But at least we'll probably see that fight, right?
We're gonna see a bunch of fights.
I wonder now though, can White Vision get through the hex? He should be, right?
Well,
he's been imbued with hex energy.
Yes, I think so. The chaos magic and the hex energy. I think so. Yeah.
So White Vision fighting Red Vision and Wanda. Agatha and
I think it'd be Agatha and Wanda, but
Wanda fighting. But we got to get because there was no Monica wasn't in this at all, so she's got to come back.
I think she's gonna fight Quicksilver. And I think Emergency Awesome said it too. I didn't see their episode 8. His episode 8 breakdown, but I think the last one he mentioned that in one of the comics, like Quicksilver's moving real fast, and then Monica moves real fast with him, and it's like, oh, that's not bad. You're moving quick, but I'm quick too, bit. But they're probably gonna
speed of light quick.
Huh?
But if she's fighting Quicksilver, then can only be because
we saw
that is
mind control
him to fight.
Well, because I remember, because I rewatched episode 7 like a bunch of times, and I watched that post-credit scene because I thought when she opened the cellar to Agatha's house, and you saw the little purple stuff in the hallway, and her eyes glowed. I thought her eyes glowed blue because she heard Quicksilver behind her, but it actually is purple. So that it indicates like mind control or whatever.
I don't know for a fact if Agatha has her mind control. I'm a little iffy because. Depending on how Monica's powers play out, that could also be her adapting to Agatha's power.
I mean, it could be.
For sure. She adapts energy. So it could be her
She could be
But that,
absorbing
like,
it. Maybe we only saw that before she fully absorbs it. Like maybe it'll be an attempt, like mind control. But then she's like, oh wait, I can see all the electromagnetic waves if he absorbs it.
Right.
And then maybe Quicksilver. We still don't really know the stats, but like every week, I keep changing what I think Quicksilver was. I've gone through him. Oh, he's just a weird version to that is Fox Quicksilver to. Because Agatha, she said in the very beginning episode before he went down the therapy trip of memories, she pretty much just like she explained some of her magic. She explained the cicada as well. It's like Harry Potter Transfiguration. It's like just using magic to just change things into something else. But she said it's very hard to do, and she's obviously an old ass witch, so maybe Pietro's the best she could do, and then it just so happens
she said that Pietro's real body was on the continent because he's buried in Sokovia.
Right.
So she couldn't get his real body. So now the question is why she picked Evan Peters.
I still think that's just meta for us.
And that's what it's starting to look like, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be the big multiverse jump we were hoping for, but that's sad.
Well, I don't know.
It still could be though.
I still fully believe some multiverse stuff has to happen at the end of this because it's at least in the Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, and Spider-Man 3, and all the rumored characters and stuff. So I don't know what all is gonna go down with that, but I'm kind of down the train. Like this is not Evan Peters, Fox, Fox X-Men Quicksilver. That's my confirmation, or not confirmation. That's my kind of conclusion now.
Yeah.
So it was fun while it lasted.
I'm gonna still hold out some crazy hope for them to twist it somehow.
Hey, you never know. Hey, at least we know this episode can't be less than 46 minutes. Next episode,
you say that, but
45.
Don't test them. Yeah, I was like
45. They have a 10-minute.
27-minute episode. Y'all enjoy.
Man, I'll be like, hey. I mean, hey, look, as long as the battles and stuff are cool, and that's a good conclusion, I'll be fine. But at the same time, longer, please. So overall, this was really good. I think it's definitely one of the better episodes. I mean, all episodes been really good. It'd be looking back, being like, I think episode 7 was probably my least liked, actually. 2010 stuff. Overall, yeah, we about to the end, bro. Next time we come back, and we
next
talk
episode's
about
last one, right?
It's the last one. Then we're gonna have a
finale, man. This is This has been a great show, man. This has
exceeded all my expectations.
Man. For sure, and especially like not being sure where the show is really going, not being sure. Especially the first 2 episodes, once we actually got to see them and you got to see like, okay, something odd is happening here. What's going on? Why is this TV thing happening? And getting to see the conclusion of it. I don't know if y'all, well, Ian, I know you didn't see, but I don't know, Gerard, you saw that Age of Ultron was trending yesterday.
It trends like all the time now.
It was trending yesterday because
at the end of every episode they recommend Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah, every episode. Yeah,
you can watch Age of Ultron. This is happening. Like, watch what's happening. This matters. And that movie's looking really great. When you look at everything that's going on in WandaVision. Man, they did a great job, man. In comparison to DC putting out this fucking CW bullshit, Superman and Lois is like that just looks bad.
Everyone keeps posting that one scene where he saves the kid's hat or something.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's a call. That was a callback to a comic thing or something.
Doesn't matter. I don't know. It's so corny, like they all are. I mean, it's fine. That's what you know what you're getting when you get the show. People are, you either like it or you don't. It's kind of that's what it is at this point with CW DC shows. It's kind of just you like it or you don't. There's probably not much that's going to change your mind on it. It is what it is. Yeah. So the Marvel's killing this, man. They're smoking this. I have full faith in them for the rest of these shows. I mean, I had faith in like some of them already, but after watching what they did with WandaVision, right? Like how they got me invested in this, it can only be easier to get me invested in the other characters. It can only be easier from here. I don't see how they could be worse than this. I
had getting excited for Falcon Winter Soldier. Just kind of a little bit.
I had some reservations for that show. I was like, I don't know, but now I'm like, okay, this
whatever. Just trust
whatever
them.
I don't doubt that this will be a good show.
I want to see the Falcon Winter Soldier again.
Yeah, I think it's going to give you all the action.
Mm-hmm. I just want to see Falcon learn how to throw the shield and being like, oh
Facts.
man, America hates me because I'm black.
Facts.
I don't think they're gonna go too deep in it because I don't think Disney's ready to do that. They can.
No, apparently, I saw an article that said that. I think you posted it too, right?
I did. I posted in chat, but I posted most to be like, I'll believe it when I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, one person's like, oh man, they're gonna actually touch it. It's different from ours, where when someone says touch it, I want you.
Yeah. What
to,
does that mean?
I'm like, look.
Yeah.
Touching versus going into are two completely different things. Touching being like, hey, they can say like, hey, you're not what I envision the next Captain America to be, and it's like, what does that mean? They can never say it again. Someone could say that touches upon that subject.
Right.
Versus, I mean, the whole U.S. agent character that they've been very smart to not show too much in trailers so far. Outside like that band scene where the dude running up to give him a high five, that's U.S. agent. They're just not saying it right now.
Right.
That dude's basically, well, I said last week, that dude's basically going to be kind of like a light Homelander-esque type character. And that's, right. Yeah. But anyway.
Forward to seeing that.
That should be
yeah.
Man, I think that'll be really
forward
good.
to the action.
I think that'll be really good. And if Disney really takes some risk on showing us some of that stuff as far as, the racism and,
I'll be impressed.
America not being necessarily super happy to have a black Captain America. I think that'll be crazy. I think that'll turn that show all the way up. Because it's just another way you can show us, different things that are happening today. Like WandaVision is showing us that we need to deal with our trauma in some way. This is show us things, about racism and reflect our world without necessarily throwing it right in your face. I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier will be a hit
Basically
for me. It'll get backlash. But
basically making a show about how their fans reacted when they said that he would be the next Captain America. Like, this is how y'all
This is
look.
how you sound. This is how you look. You look like this. Oh, does he sound racist? That's you. That's you right there. Right there. That's you.
Yeah, I'm would be butthurt and hypocritical about it.
Facts.
But yeah, man. WandaVision finale next week or this week coming up. Next episode, we'll be talking about it.
We didn't double back. So Wanda, mutant or not mutant?
Oh, okay. I think this. Oh man, I really do think they're dropping seeds. They're just not explicitly saying it. I like. I think this is it, bro. I really do think.
I'm starting to think that Evan Peters might have been the bait and switch for us. Get you all hyped up. Oh, we're gonna bring it in multiverse, and then they're like, no, Wanda's a mutant. Wanda's a mutant. She was born with that. But I mean, they haven't confirmed anything with like Pietro having any latent super speed or anything as a kid. So
yeah, they didn't really show. They didn't say. I mean, these are all her memories too. So
that's true. She might not remember him discovering his powers earlier. But I guess it's weird because we didn't really get an origin story for Wanda and Pietro. I mean, they just saw were former Hydra or whatever. I guess.
All we knew, because which movie? One of the movies had a post-credit scene. It wasn't the first Avengers. Oh, it was Winter Soldier. That's right. Yeah, the post-credit scene where they showed what's the dude, Von Strucker or whatever, Strucker, and they showed that base, and that they, I think they said back because they couldn't say mutants because Fox alone. I think they said gifted people or whatever, and they showed both of them in their cells, like she was doing the whole, typical young learning the magic. I'm levitating things, and like Quicksilver's over here like running into walls and shit. That's the only thing they said. And then Ultron kind of misled them throughout all of the movie.
Right. Yeah, man. They seem to be mutants. So
yeah, for sure. I really do think, without explicitly like slapping in our face, that it's saying she a mutant. So cool.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. That was an Easter egg. I saw somebody say that the bomb that was gonna go off when in the rubble and all that, when she was under the rubble, that the beeping from the bomb is the exact same beeping from the toaster in that first commercial.
Oh shit!
So that poster was her, and that was part of her memory, like interpreting.
I need to rewatch those now. Now we got
the
to
beep is the exact
8.
same.
I need to rewatch all of those.
I mean, it looks similar, right? It's this red dot that's like blinking.
It was like blinking red dot.
They said the sound is the exact same, and I haven't listened back and that was a cool Easter egg. I thought that was really dope to see that. But they're also saying in that moment, that's what Agatha was saying. Like she changed the probability to be able to that bomb not to go off while they were sitting there. She was changing probabilities even at a young age. She just didn't realize she was doing it. She was implementing her will subconsciously, which is again why Agatha's like, you're dangerous. You need to learn how to control this, because look what you did. You took over a whole town because you were sad. Like, that is dangerous. You're like, I understand why she did it. We're all sad for Wanda.
That's super grief.
But it is dangerous.
Grief.
It's very dangerous. Very dangerous for somebody with her abilities to be able to subconsciously do shit that she can't really control fully.
Reality been in magic, bro. That shit is broken.
So yeah,
can be broken.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. She doesn't even understand it. That means she subconsciously put the kids away so that they weren't harmed until she needed them or wanted them. And yeah, they got Wanda in a very anti-hero space right now, I guess. You know what I mean? Like she's the good guy and she's going through stuff, but she's done some pretty fucked up stuff in order to have her happiness. You know, so
just have to see how it goes down this week.
Yeah, definitely more.
In 5 days. It's gonna be a long 5 days. It's gonna be a long ass 5 days.
It will be. Watch. It's gonna be the longest 5 days we ever had, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be super long.
I'm sure it's gonna feel like forever, man. It's gonna feel like a whole
Shit
month.
better be 2 hours long, god damn it.
Yeah, facts. A whole movie.
I mean, if you look at the other episode, that's 2 hours long.
Facts.
Jokes aside, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know where we're at on the time.
Well over 2 hours.
We should be well over 2 hours, I think. I think we're under 3. We're 241.
241, yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. Okay, that's not too bad. We did a good job, man. We did a good job today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can go through some of these and throw some stuff up. Maybe I'll cut the clip out at the beginning for the
Well, that's your judgment.
for the game.
How it meshes with the rest or not.
I'm gonna throw some stuff in here for us. Try to make our videos a little more engaging. Maybe I can make the game covers pop up that y'all mentioned for the games for y'all names and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man. Anyways, I appreciate y'all for listening, man. Make sure you share the episode for us. If you're on YouTube watching, I appreciate y'all for watching over there. Hit the like button for us, drop a comment, subscribe so you can, know when we dropping new videos every Tuesday.
Hit the notification bell, because YouTube and stuff. Bell.
Facts. Hit the notification bell is down there somewhere. Yeah, man. I'm coming up with a new header. You'll see a new header on the YouTube sooner or later. I'm coming up with some. I'm trying to mess with some stuff, messing with these apps and whatnot, trying to build some. So yeah, man. Y'all if y'all can keep, sharing, liking, subscribing, sharing with your peoples, I'd appreciate it. We appreciate it. Let them know we do timestamps. I realize that, sometimes it can look a little daunting if somebody's like, yo, you should check this podcast out, and you get on the internet and it's 3 hours. You're like, man, I'm not listening to these niggas for 3 hours. I get it. But every episode I do timestamps, man. The reason they're there is for those people. Skip through, jump through whatever you think is more interesting. Don't get me wrong, you might miss some small little conversations, because some conversations we have are within other stuff that I feel like isn't worth necessarily giving its own timestamp. And also I have a super lengthy timestamp. But I don't want to put a timestamp for something and it's really just us mentioning it for like 30 or 45 seconds, and you click it expecting a conversation. That's not the case. So you might miss some small conversations within those timestamps, but the main conversations, the main points of our episode, you're going to get with our timestamp. So if all you care about is what we just talked about, WandaVision, boom, hit the WandaVision timestamp, go right there. They work on YouTube. They work on all your podcast apps and whatnot. So anyways, man, I appreciate y'all for listening. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy. There's 2 ugly nerds. There's 3 of us still. Sue us.
The number will change eventually. Later.
He not even saying bye. He too swaggy in his velvet.
Here we go.
Word.